can't believe I believed everything we had was last. So young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of one day having your kids. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong. I can't believe I fell for your schemes. I'm smarter than that. I'm naive to believe that with me you're a changed man. Foolish of me to compete when you cheat with who's winning. It took me some time, but now I'm moved on. Because I realize I got myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Controlling, and you say that you love me, but you don't. Your family told me one day I would see it on my own. Next thing I know, I'm dealing with the 3 kids in my own. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong. Now that it's over, stop calling me, come pick up your clothes. Ain't no need to front like you're still with me. All your homies know, even your very best friend tried to warn me on the low. Took me some time, but now I am strong. Because I realize I got myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Be myself and that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Got me, myself. I know that I will never disappoint myself. All the ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out. I'm still with you. Yeah, you hurt me, but I learned a lot along the way. After all the rain, you'll see there's something out again. Hey, I know that I will never disappoint myself. Ladies, if you feel me, help me sing it out.
fuck with me. Just like the air, I'm everywhere. How you say it so my
Dog shit, you would think I went to school for chiropractic. Looking good as hell today, just sent my nigga 5 Why'd you come from me about a nigga, man? You bitch back for that. Come at me about niggas who I don't even find attractive. I don't know that nigga, I just seen them on the town before. So I can't be up in her face, I took her nigga down before. When I lose a nigga, I just pop out and go find some more. Soon as I feel like my time get wasted, then it's time to go. They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me. Just like the air, I'm everywhere. How you say it so with me? Them bitches should've stayed down. They could've been up to me, but all they doing is talking down. Cause they can't get up with me. My ex looking on my old friend. Both they ass some fucking clowns. Thinking that she got one up on me, she got my hammer down. He thought he wasn't gon' have to stand on shit like he was handicapped. Made that nigga stand on it. Now his ass can't stand me now. High as fuck, I'm lit up. I don't smoke no sweet shots. Flying with my gang and them. Look at them like sisters. Them bitches be learning, they go outside about these niggas. I don't wanna hang with them. They don't have no business. They be going for anything, but I can't go for none of that. Why would I go chase you if I know you gon' come running back? Cut everybody off, they been feeling like the lumberjack. They really get me fucked up, and now I'm going for none of that. She the type of nigga make her mad, she going too soon. Me, I'm kinda ratchet still, so I'm the type of beast. I can't love you, baby, like your bitch do, so don't leave her. He gon' choose her every time, cause it's cheaper to keep her. Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can't get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow.
Riding with my twin and up, and we all look good as fuck. She said she my eye, but I don't know her, had to look her up. I know that I'm rich, but I can help it, bitch, I'm good as fuck. I've been on these bitches next so long, sometimes I fucking stuck. I can put you in my bed, you might wish me dead tomorrow. Bitches be on thick today, sing every word of up tomorrow. Bitch, I still got cases open, keep your mouth shut tomorrow. Play with me today, then get some slip, you know it's up tomorrow. Fake bitch, that's what my friend fucked on your nigga. Both you bitches pussy, I think y'all should scissor. She bought a chain, I bought the same one, even bigger. She doing shots, that's how I know I got a trigger. I don't speak dog ho, I don't care what no bitch say. I say on her mind, I got the condos in that bitch head. She said she don't fuck with me, who said that you can't hold? That nigga munching, he gon' eat me like a mango. Long ass feet, they be tickling my ass crack. Wonder what I do tomorrow that these hoes be mad at. Oh yeah, bitches sweet, and I always get my lick back. I thought for my bitches and I'm fighting over dick too.
Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can't get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can't get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Doctor.
They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me. Just like the air, I'm everywhere. How you say it so my
Dog shit, you would think I went to school for chiropractic. Looking good as hell today, just sent my nigga 5 Why'd you come from me about a nigga, man? You bitch back for that. Come at me about niggas who I don't even find attractive. I don't know that nigga, I just seen them on the town before. So I can't be up in her face, I took her nigga down before. When I lose a nigga, I just pop out and go find some more. Soon as I feel like my time get wasted, then it's time to go. They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me. Just like the air, I'm everywhere. How you say it so with me? Them bitches should've stayed down. They could've been up to me, but all they doing is talking down. Cause they can't get up with me. My ex looking on my old friend. Both they ass some fucking clowns. Thinking that she got one up on me, she got my hammer down. He thought he wasn't gon' have to stand on shit like he was handicapped. Made that nigga stand on it. Now his ass can't stand me now. High as fuck, I'm lit up. I don't smoke no sweet shots. Flying with my gang and them. Look at them like sisters. Them bitches be learning, they go outside about these niggas. I don't wanna hang with them. They don't have no business. They be going for anything, but I can't go for none of that. Why would I go chase you if I know you gon' come running back? Cut everybody off, they been feeling like the lumberjack. They really get me fucked up, and now I'm going for none of that. She the type of nigga make her mad, she going too soon. Me, I'm kinda ratchet still, so I'm the gon' shine, but that's why I love the Mars.
Riding with my twin and and we all look graceful. She said she my eye, but I don't know her. Had to look her up. I know that I'm rich, but I can help it, bitch. I'm good as fuck. I've been on these bitches next so long, sometimes I forget stuff. I can put you in my business. You might wish me dead tomorrow. Bitches be on thick today, sing every word of up tomorrow. Bitch, I still got kids open. Keep your mouth shut tomorrow. Play with me today, then get some sleep. You know it's up tomorrow. Fake bitch, that's what my friend fucked on your nigga. Both you bitches pussy, I think y'all should scissor. She bought a chain, I bought the same one, even bigger.
Can y'all hear me now?
VV.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
I had to just call in from my phone. I don't know what's going on with this laptop. Jesus.
That New York, bang bang.
No, I did. My router keeps saying your connection is very weak, but this is so weird. But whatever, we're gonna try to do it from the phone. But how you doing this morning?
Get ready to go do what I do best. But I'm doing phenomenal. How about you, young lady?
I'm a little disturbed by. Are you a Gen Xer?
Man, I don't know, but man, I'm a real nigga. I don't know about all that mess.
I think you are. It's like it just means the generation, the time you were born. Like, so I'm a millennial, right? And I think Gen Xers are the people who came like right before.
I can't keep up with all that mess, man.
The fact that you said that means yes, you are a Gen Xer. So while I have you here, can we talk about the Gen Xers real quick? Because I'm tired of them, specifically the black male ones. Okay?
What they do?
They are the most impossible people to communicate with if I've ever seen in my entire life. They're very closed-minded. They're very ignorant. They're very misogynistic, sexist, and just ignorant, personally.
Rainy, that's a lot of titles. Now that could just be your opinion. You know that, right?
I don't know. Look, Sugar Bum said they're weird and nasty.
Why y'all be so offended by people? Listen, Vinny, listen. I'm trying to bring a new era to this whole conversation piece of the space because it's like people just can't talk to people. Even with me, right?
Yeah.
People have to understand. Like if I'm communicating something, and you know, if I'm communicating something, and if you misappropriate my statement, I'm going to interject to clear up what I said. You know what I mean? And even if I try to clear what I said, sometimes people are still going to take it out of context, and I understand that. But like, if somebody is trying to clear it up, I don't think people should get upset. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, the problem is the untimely interjection are not people just clearing things up. It's a bunch of men in their ego who can't accept the fact that they might have been wrong about something, so they're trying to take away the opportunity for that part of the conversation to be exposed. Just like the person on
I
the
agree.
screen.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Just like him on the screen right there. Okay? Wall Street Willie asks. He's saying, say my name. Okay, you're part of the problem, but I've been saying this before this morning, Willie. So it's not just about you. Go ahead, Trey.
Let me say this. I like Wall Street, but I can't stand him at the same time because like I love his conversations, but like me, I literally took him down. He the first dude that I ever took down off my pounder without a bounty because he was just literally taking the conversation something word and then interjecting something we weren't even talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, and then after I articulate, hey, bro, that's not what we're doing, et cetera, put the context down. He still continued to do it. But in totality, I still like having conversations with him because he will have the conversation. But at the same time, I've never seen somebody that can't stay in context of the conversation.
That's all I ever told him. Like, I don't have a problem with Willie, but first of all, it's very rude to just talk straight through people. Like when people are responding and the next person will just talk right through you, talk over you. But it's like it has to be intentional because they all do it. But they all want to be heard, right? So
well, I do it too, Venus. So I can't say nothing. But at the same time, I think that I'm fair though.
You are a Gen Xer, so you are guilty. The reason you do it too is because you're a Gen Xer, and that's what y'all do. Y'all don't listen to nobody.
No. Hold on. No. One thing I do, hold on. One thing I do is listen.
Okay, so there's a certain communication style I've been observing about the Gen Xers. I'm not saying I don't interrupt. Of course I do. People do it. I get it. But I'm saying particularly when they're about to be debunked or proven wrong, they
Nah,
tend to
that's
want to just keep
Venus.
on
That's everybody.
talking.
You can't do that. Come on
Nah,
now.
that's
You
not
got to
me.
stop that.
That's not everybody. This is not normal. This is my fear with social media. Like we are normalizing very abnormal behaviors because if you go outside,
Hold on. So you telling me everybody doesn't interject? Come on, Venus. That's not real.
no, a interjection here or there is fine. Interjection, the whole conversation being your style of communicating, just wanting to overtalk and ramble and interrupt and be loud, like that. Who are you communicating with? You're not even trying to hear what the other person is saying at that point.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you believe that's me in totality? I'm just saying, since you've been communicating with me, do you agree? Because if you're gonna put that label on all of us, then you're gonna have to put that on me, and I don't believe that's me, respectfully.
Okay, so they might be at like 60%, you're at like 25%. You do it sometimes. Like on your show, um, you cut the women off a lot and like don't let them get to their point sometimes.
See, now you're not being honest.
I feel like that. That's how I feel.
Hold on. See, you doing that female stuff. I feel what. Listen, let me tell you something, friend. Two things we can do. We cannot argue feelings. We can only argue the facts. Now, in context, right? I admitted that I do it, but the only time go back in the oh shoot, hold on, I got a phone call coming in. I'm gonna come right back. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, y'all, the Gen Xers are just like horrible. I'm sorry, they are. Some are not as bad as the others. I'm not saying like 100% of them, but I don't know why. But this particular week, and honestly, it's been on his panel the most. I've been popping up over there, trying to support. I like Trey, he's cool, and he has a lot of Gen X men on his panel. I just happened to notice. Are you back? Let me add you back. Hold up.
Yeah, my
Okay,
bad.
so Trey, you probably don't notice
I gotta
this,
help somebody out
but
this
your
morning, so they had
show
called me.
is what
But
inspired me to talk about this topic about the Gen Xers being a problem. Did you know that?
say it again, sweetie. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Trey, if you're talking, I can't hear you. Okay, I think he's gonna come back. But yeah, Miss Dev said he does it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link in a little while. I just wanna it'd be hard for me with panels, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, that's why I don't like doing them. So I just wanna talk to him for a minute until and then I could bring other people. But I'm concerned. I don't even want to say, I don't know what the word is. I don't know if I'm concerned, but am I the only one seeing this? When you guys watch panels, are the Gen X men the ones who just seem very unhinged, emotionally out of their minds, crazy as hell, emotional,
Emotional,
going off?
going off.
Trey, did you hear what I said about
Hold on. Can
your
you hear me
show
now?
was what inspired me to even talk about this?
Can you hear me now? Venus. 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 Can you hear me?
Can you guys still hear me, or is it just him that can't hear me? 'Cause I don't know.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. That's why it even took so long for me to even. Okay,
Okay,
y'all saying y'all hear him? I can't hear him talking. Is he talking? I'm gonna come back.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all? I don't have no shirt on, y'all, so that's why I'm off the screen. I don't want to show y'all this 6 pack and all that. I don't want to mess the stream up with the 8 pack, the 6 pack, and the muscles going everywhere. Hey, but shout out to Venus Chat, y'all. Y'all know I'm getting ready to go to my gym. I guess Venus gonna come back, y'all. I'm not looking at the chat, can't see the chat. I'm just entertaining y'all until she come back. You did. But shout out to y'all. Hey, New York, let me tell you, I know Venus in New York, and so all y'all New Yorkers understand I'm in Texas. San Antonio gonna come back. I'm just letting y'all know that. San Antonio gonna come back. Shiesty Bum did. Gen X men have fathers. Man, y'all be killing me with these talking points would be so ridiculous. Shiesty Bum, come on now. Y'all be killing me with these talking points. It's like Venus. 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 Yeah, I'm just gonna.
They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me. Just like the Earl everywhere. How you say it so my
Shit, you would think I went to school for chiropractic. Looking good as hell today, just in my nigga family. Why'd you come from me about a nigga, man? You bitch back for that. Come at me about niggas who I don't even find attractive. I don't know that nigga, I just seen them on the town before. I can't be up in her face, I took her nigga down before. When I lose a nigga, I just pop out and go find some more. Soon as I feel like my time get wasted, then it's time to go. They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me. Just like the Earl, I'm everywhere. How you say it so with me? Them bitches should've stayed down. They could've been up to me, but all they doing is talking down. Cause they can't get up with me. My ex looking on my old friend. Both they had some fucking clowns. Thinking that she got one up on me, she got my hand me down. He thought he wasn't gonna have to stand on shit like he was handicapped. Made that nigga stand on it. Now his ass can't stand me now. High as fuck, I'm lit, yup. I don't smoke no sweet stuff. Flying with my gang and them. Looking them like sisters. Them bitches be lame, they go outside about these niggas. I don't wanna hang with them. They don't have no business. They be going for anything, but I can't go for none of that. Why would I go chase you if I know you gon' come running back? Cut everybody off, they been feeling like the lumberjack. They really get me fucked up, and now I'm going for none of that. She the type that nigga make her mad, she going too soon. Me, I'm kinda ratchet still, so I'm the type.
Can you guys hear me or no? Okay, Prime said now they can hear me. Okay, perfect. If you are still free, Trey, can you please come back? Damn, background music ghetto too. Oh wow, it's a little ghetto. What you want me to do? No, I can't get a strike for this. See what happens when you think you are. Are you black? This my issue with y'all black people, man. Y'all be swearing y'all know stuff and y'all don't know stuff. I will not get a strike for this. I've been playing this same song for like over a year. It's not. It's cool. I never even seen you before. How you just come in here insulting me, talking all kind of shit? How about good morning? How about that? How you doing? You ever started a conversation like that? Let me try and text Trey, see if you can come back. Damn, I'm so mad. I wanted to have that conversation, but if Trey can't come back, it is what it is. I might have to do the show another time because I want to show you guys a bunch of clips, but for whatever reason, on my laptop you can't hear me, and I called in from my phone. So I'm gonna give him a few minutes to see if he's gonna come back, but I don't think I could like share the screen on my phone. If I do, I don't know how. Gonna kind of ruin the whole thing. So I might try one more time from the laptop to see if y'all can hear me. If y'all can't, I might just be like, F it, okay? You said you came up here to stand up for Asian women? Yeah, nah, hell no. You're not doing that. Nah, you've been proven time and time again, Willie. Talking about, oh, I'll come up, I'll be good. You it's just in you, or your default setting is just to overtalk and interrupt people nonstop. Like I don't understand how y'all just. I don't know if you guys know that you're making each other worse. You guys are now making this a normalized, accepted way to communicate, and only on the internet does it work. In real life, is very off-putting, and people are not gonna want to talk to you. Okay, y'all need to stop like making abnormal stuff normal. I keep telling y'all. But yeah, I don't know. In my experience, I'm listening to the Gen Xers. They're very sexist people. They're very old school, barbaric. Okay, let me say some, not all. Well, I want to say most. I really want to say most. Very just kind of, yeah, Sugar Bone was right. Kind of nasty. Like they minds always going to some freaky ass shit randomly. They're very emotionally unwell. Damn. What you mean you have to AI Wall Street? What that mean? Prime, I asked you to email me or DM me. I need a contact. I think I had your email before. But yeah, they're very like emotionally unstable. And guys in the chat, tell me if I'm the crazy one, because this has just been what I've been observing for like the past 2 weeks. What I was trying to tell Trey was I actually got inspired to talk about this from doing his panel. This panel has been like one of the most difficult panels for me to even get a word out. Like those men are like little ADHD children who can't like wait their turn to talk. You said I interrupted a crash out. I mean, I understand. People have interrupted my crash outs and that energy sometimes. I'm not mad at you, Willie. I'm just saying I do not enjoy being on panels with you because you don't let people talk. I'm sorry, you really don't. But yeah, I wanted to talk about what it is with them, because even when we get into a lot of the ideologies, they're very, I don't know what the word is, like very surface level. That's the word. I think a lot of Gen Xers are very surface level. I have some theories on why that might be. Maybe because of like the times in which they grew up in, the times in which their parents grew up in. I get people didn't have a lot of room for any emotional depth. I get it. But goddamn. Is that what it is? Is it because of the time y'all come from? What the culture was like? And the fact that there wasn't much room for emotional depth with you guys as parents, and that's why you guys don't have none? I don't know. Okay, see, Trey, you need to see this. Look at my cash. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. She says that Miss Deb says the conversations on Trey's stream be so good, but you can't hear them because they're crashing out with the over. So I'm telling you, the conversations over there do be good, but it's like you can't. I don't know. As a viewer, I feel like you, and as a participant, I feel like you. But even when I'm watching and listening, just watching the show, it's like it's okay. I don't want Trey to be mad, but he could do a better job at moderating. That's all I'm saying. Here we go. So I don't know what he doing, if he could still see it or not. But yeah. But outside of him, not too much on Shrek. Not too much on Shrek. But yeah, like the Gen X men don't seem to really have any emotional depth at all. A lot of them seem very angry at everybody. A lot of them seem like they have a lot to say. But they don't think things through. They just be saying stuff. That's what they be giving sometimes. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, but it's problematic as hell. Trey King is ghetto. These spaces are filled with hood people. When you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. So what's ghetto? What are you considering ghetto? You said these people are filled. These spaces are filled with ghetto, with hood people. When you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. Okay, I come from the hood. What that mean? I can outthink most of you. Okay, I can outperform most of you if you put any test in front of my face. Like, what does that mean? That this space is filled with hood people and people from the hood don't know how to communicate? Like was that what you're trying to say? They don't have education. They don't get careers. They don't find success. What are you trying to say? And where you from? Since you got so much to say, where are you from? That's what we want to know. Where you from? You say he's ghetto. Look at his hair and the way he talks. Are you a white person? I want to know, because when black people want to wear their natural hair, I don't know if black people would call them ghetto for that. So I don't know. Where you from? And you know the good thing about people like him? He works for himself, right? So people who work for themselves can do what the fuck we want to do. Okay? So wear your hair how you want to. I don't like this person. Who are you? I never seen you before. SD said, I took your wrench. I don't know. I gotta fix it. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, what are you in here calling people ghetto for? And who can you want to come on the link? Cause I want to hear you speak. Chess 9194. You want to come up? Since you're calling people ghetto and talking about the way they speak, you must be a very well-spoken, articulate, classy person. You must be. So would you like the link? I'd love to hear from you. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. Let's see if they're gonna hit the link. I guarantee they won't, but let's see. Yeah, that's more than likely a burner page, I'm sure. But just in case, since we're the language police and everything, we want to call people ghetto for everything. Damn, Sugar Mom is right. She said the gag is married Gen X black men be the angriest. This is a fact. Absolutely not, Wall Street Willie. No, the link was not for you. I'm not in the mood. I really get. It's aggravating. I don't prefer to have conversations the way you guys do. I don't prefer to fight to get a word in. Like, I really can't do it. So. What's going on? Sir? Can you hear me?
Wait. I was on mute. Good morning, sis.
How can I help you?
I wanted to hear you elaborate more on the topic. And I'm listening. And not
So you have to be up here to hear me elaborate? You don't.
I had
So
some
did you have
questions.
something to say? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand your assessment
You.
of Gen
Literally
X women.
everything. Literally everything you do on panels is what I'm talking about.
Well, here's the reality, right? Sometimes we get into these conversations and people have their own reasons for wanting to be heard, clarify, whatever else, right? So when it come to me, it's like I told you, like I don't even chase black money, so it's never about a scam with me. I just don't like hearing people scam my people. So that was our only contention this morning. And you kind of came in the middle of something that I just wanted to make sure you knew. Like, it wasn't involving you, it wasn't directed at you. But you were defending homie and he was wrong.
Okay, so yeah, let me
Yes,
address
ma'am.
that because I was playing around, but I see that you think you didn't take it that way. So I wasn't. I'm not
Nah, I
accusing you
rock with you, Venus, even
of.
when you don't rock with me.
You
Didn't mean
see
to
how I'm
cut
in
you
the middle
off.
of a
That's your
sentence? You see
point.
how I'm in the
That's your
middle of a
point. You right.
fucking
You right.
sentence?
You right. You right.
All right, Willie. I want to get back to my show. Okay, so I'll bring you up later.
I ain't gonna be around later, but I was saying we got a conversation
I
now.
really don't want to. I want to go with my first mind, which was I know I'm not going to be able to. So I want to just get back to what I was talking about.
No. I'm on mute. I promise you, I won't say a word.
No, I just want to get
Until
back.
you tell me I'm
I
good.
don't really care to. It's not important to me right now. I just want to get back to my topic.
All right, but we
So
good though? Cause I
yeah, we
rock with you,
good.
sis. All jokes aside.
Yeah, we're good. I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy your Saturday.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have to pay. The Gen X men, I have no patience like no more for them. They just can't control themselves. I hate it so bad. I can't do it. I really can't do it. Can I invite you to a show about picking genetics? Maybe. I don't know. Depends on what you do. If you got a channel where you be bashing black women, then I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not coming. So as long as you ain't doing that, I'll come support you. But if you're doing that, I don't want to be there at all. If y'all do the bashing single moms and black women and all of that, yeah, I'm not coming. Cause I think black women need to stop supporting all the disrespectful men. Straight up. That's the only way. If we keep coming to sign up for it, y'all keep doing it. So no, I can't do it no more. Y'all gonna learn to respect the black woman or exist without her present. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he said, yeah, that's not my thing. All right. So if you put your if you could, do you have Instagram? Just send me a DM. It's at the Voice of Venus. I'll come by when I can. Right. I'm with that. I bash specific people for specific things. So right now, that's what I'm bashing. I'm bashing Gen Xers. I want to know why they're so ignorant, closed-minded, argumentative, angry, defensive, and outright crazy, incapable of having conversations, incapable of accepting that they might not be right about every single thing that they're saying, and why they resort to it's making me feel like men reach like 45 and up and then they start to like decline mentally because I'm noticing the Generation X behave like children more than anybody else around here. Again, is it me? They're the ones who crash out the fastest and insult you the fastest. They gonna throw temper tantrums. They're like menopausal men. What is there a word for menopause like for men though? I think they got a thing going on with their hormones or something. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I really don't know. Is that a thing? Do men have some level of of menopause? Big, you say he's a Big J prodigy. I don't mind Big J. Again, his communication style is the problem. That's the problem. I really want to do my show. All right, I'm gonna try one more time to connect from the laptop, guys. I pray that you could hear me because that's the only way I can actually do this show and show you the videos I wanted to show you. So I'm gonna try again. I pray it works. 1 second. Oh, hold on, y'all. We got a visitor in the back. I don't know who this is, but hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing well.
So I had the line open talking Asian racism and the problem with Gen X.
Yes.
I'm assuming
What's
the
your
Asian
name?
racism. Roguish son.
Roguish son. Okay. You have something to say in defense or about Gen X?
And in defense, I think with Gen X is they pretty much turned into the boomers. Their valuing standard, which is sad, because I'm at the end of Gen X. I'm born '79, so I'm like the very, very end of it. And I came up in the exact same social incubator as all the rest of them. Only thing is my mentality was more leaning toward trying to see something outside of what was considered the standard progression. It seemed like the boomers and the Gen X was trying to figure out how they can get in where they fit in, as opposed to make their place in society. And it seemed like that's what the Gen X is pretty much just turned into the boomers. I think the problem with them is that same thing with the boomers. They didn't have their own ideas. They tried to they wanted to be, I guess, what's the word, absorbed, as opposed to placing themselves. Somebody say Gen X are not the boomers. I mean, they might not want to be, but their valuing standard, it leaned right along with that. So, I mean, that was my problem that I've always had with Gen X, because it seemed like they were just trying to be a different style of a boomer. And as far as go Asian racism, yeah.
Wait, is it fair to say that's all they know? Is that fair? Look, I want to almost say no, but I'm trying to be diplomatic. Is it fair to say because they do come from a different generation, that's kind of all they know?
Well, just like with the boomers and the people before them, let's say that was all they knew. Okay, well, it doesn't take much to see that the current system as it is isn't something that you want to healthily attach yourself to. It doesn't value you healthily. It doesn't value your social standard. It doesn't value your history. It doesn't value your contribution. To me, I think it's the same thing that all black people tend to kind of suffer from: chronic pilgrim acceptance syndrome. Black people want to be more American than black. That's the first thing that I saw in the boomers. And then you kind of see those valuing standards kind of segue in onto Generation X. That was supposed to be the rebels without a cause, if you will. You know what I'm saying? They said Generation X don't have no cause, hence why they, X, nothing associated.
Wait, I like what you said about the pilgrim. Say it again.
Yeah. I'm from Oklahoma, so we say Peckerwood a lot, and I've been trying to, just get out of saying that too much, so I call them pilgrims.
Well, what did you say about the black people? You said they have, what'd you say?
Chronic pilgrim acceptance syndrome.
Chronic pilgrim acceptance syndrome.
Yeah. They call it Stockholm. That's the German word for it. I'm like, we need our own shit. And that's what you saw. Like I remember, I was in the second grade noticing this. This was like 1984 or something like that, 85. Noticing this, and also noticing that why don't we open up our tribe with us? What's our measurement of being an American, as opposed to trying to adhere to what these saboteurs, you know what I'm saying, tell us that we fit in with. So, you know.
Damn. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. You remind me, if I see the post, I think I had it if my freaking computer would let me be great. This dude came up with pink nipple syndrome. And pink nipple syndrome is when it's for people who have an obsession with white people, proximity to whiteness, etc. Like, that shit is funny. Pink nipple syndrome is hilarious.
Pink nipples, that's funny. That is funny.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to be diplomatic, right? Millennials were able to get the best of both worlds, right? Because we came up kind of still doing things somewhat old school, but then by the time I was like in high school, there was Facebook, there was social media was a thing. The world started changing. So we've been able to kind of exist somewhat in both. And they've only like kind of most of their lives has been prior to the rise of all of the technological advances. Does that have anything to do with it?
And I mean, it does, but the thing is, that shouldn't have you not being able to think malleably. You know what I'm saying? You're still supposed to have a decent amount of neuroplasticity. So, yeah, I you know, new technology or not, you can see the intentions of other groups. You can see the intentions of other cultures. You can see when there is a factor that is being adversarial against, you know, your thought process, or, you know, some whatever intentions that you're looking to inlay with it. So again, I mean, I think more black people want to be American and black, and the type of American they want to be is something that white America was an approval of.
Pilgrim. I like it.
Yeah.
They want to be a pilgrim.
I want to be a pilgrim or a style of pilgrim. Sure.
I agree. Okay, listen. I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and we had this. You tell me what you think of this statement. I'm just gonna say it. Black men are men first, black second, and then black women are black first, women second. What do you think about that?
Nah, I think definitely black men, they try to be man first, and that's the issue, because the man and the woman that black people try to be is considered the objective standard of here, not of reality, just of this society. So, you know what I'm saying, it's almost like being able to not have to be beholden to a black cultural identity and presentation and connectivity and all that. Hence why what they say that word, code switch, right? You're code switch, and you're like, well, black people got a code switch. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody else got to change nothing about them. They could talk how they talk it, with their accent, with whatever connectivity. We're the main ones that thinking that we have to adjust ourselves for them. And so it's like, all right, well, that's living for them. You know, change the way you dress. All right, do you want to dress that way? Nah. Okay.
Okay. So I have a question for you, because I'm actually kind of for code switching. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
If you have to be here and you have to exist, and this is their shit, right? And you participate in, you know, the workforce. You are going to be forced to be around all different groups of people. So you don't think we should, to an extent, like, meet the standards so that when you are in those environments,
what is it that sets the standard? A white perspective of receptivity, weighing, valuing, and viewing. If there's an objective standard, okay, cool, we could do that. There's so many different other styles of American here other than us and these pilgrims, right? And you meet the most foreign motherfucker who ain't code switching nothing. They are their complete culturally inlaid selves. They might do a little bit of adjustment or whatever, but I mean, come on, it's like we can't deliver professionalism in our cultural tone. My bad, you got some.
Say no, and I'm gonna say this as a black person, right? And I probably don't speak the most perfect English, but I think I articulate pretty well. I'm gonna tell you this, personally. even when I'm talking to some black people, I don't like people using words they don't understand the meaning of. I don't like
Okay.
when I don't understand what you said, and then instead of just explaining, you get offended and defensive because in reality you can't even explain what you said. I don't like going into public establishments and the black people aren't dressed the way they're supposed to be or groomed how they should be. I don't know. If you tell me if I'm like sounding crazy, I don't have the pilgrim acceptance thing, but I just do understand like that's like right now if you had a company and I want to work at your company, right? Within reason, outside of violating my human right, I need to if I'm trying to come to your establishment to get employed by you, then I think it's fair for you to set the standards for your establishment, no?
Well, definitely. But the whole point is, for me potentially hiring you, is because of you either becoming an asset or you having the skill, you already being an asset, or you having the skills to be developed into one, right? And that's the whole reason why you bring your work history with you, so we can see potentially, what you've done, where you've gained your skills, whatever. So all that plays a part. Your delivery. I mean, I can understand if you lack refinement. Okay, if you lack refinement,
Yeah,
and
or
if you
just
if you lack that
not being able to
ability.
pronounce words sometimes.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of people, outside the black community too, people aren't reading anymore. Okay, people are getting most of their vocabular exercising just like from this, right? They don't speak it in their mind anymore. They don't sound out words or anything. A lot of people are using artificial intelligence to do their thinking for them. So that's going to be across the board. As far as someone's delivery, you can see right now that again, other people's cultures, code switching. I don't just do the code switching in voice, or talk about or against code switching in voice, but code switching in cultural presentation. You got people tattoos all up and down their body. I thought that was a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers all different old kind of hair, looking all kind of ways. Okay, that's things are changing. So all that's to say this: to present yourself in your rawness, not rawness as far as being disagreeable or what's the word? Just outright wrong. No different refinement than anybody else. Just your tone, your synaptic release, right? Your cultural iterations from time to time, just like everybody else's does, right? The thing is, that's what black people quell. You hear black people try to change the way that they fucking talk regularly, and it's like, all right, these Peckerwoods don't do it. The Asians don't do it. The Mexicans don't do it. Why the fuck we do it?
Well, because they have the justification that they come from a whole different country, right? So the expectation isn't for them to sound like quote unquote Americans, but the expectation is for Americans to sound like quote unquote Americans. Does that make sense? So
Yeah, and what's the metric of an American? Where does the
a
very
pilgrim,
first?
but we are
Okay,
in the
so there you
pilgrim
go.
stuff. We
So
are in the pilgrim's house though, right?
okay, but no, if that's no, it's supposed to be purported that it's everybody's house. It ain't just us and them here. Everybody,
Right.
there's so many different other type of Americans here who are having an ideal American dream communally, culturally, where they don't have to change nothing about themselves. These Sri Lankans ain't changing shit about themselves when they come over here talking their same language, whatever. Anybody from the Arab sector, they do it. So the only thing is black is not enough. I said all that to say
Oh,
this.
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? Well, let me say this. I don't know if you heard me speak before, or is this first time?
I don't think so.
Okay, perfect.
It
So
sound
you
like
said something about-
it sound like you was talking about the manosphere just a minute ago. or the black manosphere or something like that. But them niggas is off. I tried to help them back in the day. They off.
Wait, but I just want to say this. So you don't know me. So two things I just feel like it's important for you to know. I'm like super FBA, okay?
Okay.
But I think it's important for you to know because I don't want you to think I am defending like white worship in any way. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. Because I'm not with that. I just kind of exist in the middle where I do understand like when you don't have the advantage, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. I'm not saying you completely like strip your identity, but we all have to like kind of fake it to some extent. And even white people, right? Like we all like that's just part of coexisting and being around so many people all the time. Like it's just
Right.
I just kind of how I look at that. But I do understand what you're talking about because I've seen uh especially like black men in corporate, sometimes there's an overcorrection with them where they look very feminine, everything about them. And it's sad because you're looking at a big black godlike figure, bigger and stronger than everybody in here, but you
Yeah.
done watered
Give
yourself
yourself that
down,
voice.
watered yourself down to some docile, timid body language. And I understand, right? Because they had to survive and they don't want to be intimidating. Because if people are intimidated by you, they don't want to hire you. They don't want you in their facilities.
No,
So
but
I
that's
do
the whole issue.
understand.
If they're
Mhm.
intimidated in a space where everyone is producing, you're working toward the same project, right? You got an office, they got an office, and these motherfuckers get that lock your car door energy in the elevator when everybody going up to the top floor. Everybody got on suits and everybody's cut, and you know what I'm saying. They got their doctors and all the rest of that bullshit. This is personal. So the thing is, there we say that this is framework, and we try to see this as if this is something objective, and it's not. This is tribal, and they're able to elicit their tribal intentions and their own tribal feelings and mores and all that within everybody's objective, livable reality, or when it comes to making a living for yourself, type of reality. So this is why I say, as far as with code switching, again, us in our most authentic is what's healthy for us. Just because we may
I
not
agree.
grow up where everybody else grow up doesn't mean that we can't present professionalism in our own cultural delivery. It don't have to
Let,
sound like them just because
Ooh,
because they don't have the soul that we have in order to stand up to the motherfucking vibration. So don't hire me then, motherfucker. But you know what I mean? What the fuck?
I like how you talking, but this is what I wanted to say. If my mic ever sounds off, please let me know, y'all, because I'm having a lot of. It
you
keeps saying I'm
good.
having
You good.
connectivity issues, even
Respect.
on my phone. But this is the part I wanted to get to. When you compare us to all of those groups who are able to be themselves, you know what you left out?
What's that?
People who build their own businesses have that privilege, right? So when you have a Chinatown, when you have a little Caribbean where you could be Jamaican and open Jamaican restaurants, when you have, you know what I'm saying, you Chinese, you open Chinese restaurants, you own the laundry, you own the fruit stand, you own the nail salon, you own everything. You don't have to correct. You're right. They don't have to, but that's the part, the difference between them and now the black American, right? Who most Americans want to work in the workforce. So everybody's
Okay.
not able to just be their 100% authentic self because
Ooh,
they're not building their own business.
can I hop in real quick? Cause you're saying some real
Like I don't know
good
if you heard
fire.
me talking about Trey earlier. Somebody was like, "Oh, his hair is ghetto," and I said, "Well, when you work for yourself, you do what the fuck you want, right? That's the privilege in it.
Facts.
Build
Facts.
your own thing, right? I work for
Can
myself.
you
I do what I want, right? So within reason. But
check?
so if we are going to compare us to these other groups, but the most important thing we're leaving out is like them creating their own infrastructure so that they can be themselves, so they can sit there and talk in their accent or in their native tongue all day long, and nobody can't tell them shit.
But
But
I'm
on the
saying
flip
I'm
side,
saying
they do
amongst the
have.
same
But wait, let me
white
tell you this
collar
last part.
sector.
Wait, this takes the last part. This is important too. But this is where you are kind of wrong. They even have to code switch. When you go into corporate and you see an Asian woman and she tells you her name is Ann, her name is not Ann. Okay? That's not her name.
That's not
So
code
she'll
switching.
make
That's
her name
culture. They become
a white
Christian.
girl name. You see an African dude in there
David
or a dude
Chow and
from
shit.
wherever the hell they be from. They're gonna tell you their name is John. They're gonna tell you them who the hell don't want to be called their own name. That is
What?
cool. I feel like
But they don't. Wait a minute, sister.
no, they do.
They
They
don't do
do
that to
have
fit into
to.
the workforce. They do that because their religion prompts them. You got to get a so-called Christian name, and that's why they have Amy Chin, David Chow, Bartholomew fucking Zhang and shit. That's their culture.
Dave Ming Chow actually is the
No, you're
most
not right
popular
about
name.
that. Some of that is pure
Shit, my mic
knowing
ain't work.
that people will not be able to pronounce this damn word. You don't want to draw any attention to the fact that you don't want any more attention drawn to the fact that you might not be American. So that be on some they want to
don't
blend
make that
in.
up for them. You making it
I'm
up
telling
for them.
you,
That's
I
projection.
ain't making it up for them. It's not a good thing. I'm saying they want to present to be something they're not, and they're
Um,
doing it for to submit to the same system. Because you just said it's only us who got to do that. I'm saying that's not true. Outside of
okay,
their own stuff that they build, when they want to step into corporate and work with everybody else, yeah, they code switch too.
okay. Wait a minute. Let me ask you something. Who do you see? Okay, but if they got accents, are they code switching? Are they code switching if they got accent? Because when they up there in those in the upper echelon, they still got their accent. They might say another word differently
Not
or
the people
whatever,
I
but they
know.
still sound like they from where they from. They still sound like that. Black people try to act like
But you can hear it. I give you a
black people
perfect.
try to sound like they from where white people from. Instead of a black area. It's like, okay, wait a minute. That's the
Well,
weird
no,
shit.
it's true because I give you an example. Like I have a Jamaican friend.
Okay.
When she speaks to us, it sounds a lot different than when one of her families come here from Jamaica. I can't even understand what they're saying
Right.
at
She
that
speak
point. She's
patois.
like a whole different person.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody has. It's not just people have to do it. They just do.
Okay, but no, when she speaks, so you don't hear the Jamaican tone in her.
I hear, yeah, they,
And I'm
they
and I'm
don't. They
and
think
I'm
they have
talking
American accents, but they always have a word or two that they just can't pronounce right, and you can kind of hear the Caribbean in them. But yeah,
exactly.
no,
Everyone
but that is
does.
her trying. That's not how she talks though. She's like forcing herself to talk that way, which makes sense. If Americans can't stand, I mean, sorry, can't understand patois, especially when they're speaking very fast, and she's in America and she wants to make money, it would make sense for her to change, like slow it down so people can understand.
Well,
And
no.
yeah,
That's the thing is that's a whole nother culture. You got English and you have patois, right? That's a whole different culture of language. I'm not saying that they should be permitted to utilize that if they want to within this very same
but you're against code switching. I'm
employment
saying code
market. But
switching is necessary sometimes. Is my point.
no, what I'm talking about with code switching is adjusting yourself for these fucking peckerwoods. If there is an overall professionalism that everyone has to adhere to, and you presenting your cultural presentation and engagement is actually, you know what I'm saying, adverse to that, okay, yeah, I get it. Nah, code switching is done exclusively for the sake of Peckerwoods who feel a certain way when they're engaging the majesty of another people. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Fuck these devils. If you live your entire goddamn life quelling yourself more than opening up your stride, hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Simply because what? You know, they're gonna they're gonna feel a certain way. Fuck they feelings. They feel a certain way about anything.
When they
I'm
sign
not.
your paycheck,
I've been watching this
what do
shit
you
for
do?
50 years. I'm not doing or almost 50 years. Well, 40 years straight. You know what I'm saying? 47. I'm
How
not
old are you? Oh, you a
47.
Gen Xer. Okay.
Yeah, 47. So I'm not giving them motherfuckers the rest of that length to grant them access to say that all right, this is just the objective thing that we have to do. There, that is fucked up to a people's spirit to have to deny themselves. You don't do that, but they want everybody want to be a nigga. Nobody want to be a nigga, but when they want to be a nigga, they get to be a nigga.
Okay, so
And then they get to project that a nigga is the black representation of blackness. Listen to what you playing now. You was playing what, Cardi B or something like that, right? You
wait,
playing
hold on. V Dub, can you come back and hit the link again? I'm sorry about that. Can you come back? You didn't get to speak. What were you asking?
I said, listen to what you listen to. You listen to what was that Cardi B that you listened to earlier, right?
Yeah,
All right, and with Cardi B, you know what I'm saying, she's definitely trying to be something that she ain't. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
She's just breaking into black culture participation just from that industry shit. You know, as if we're nothing but a product, and we're not a
Well,
product. We're
we
a
are a
people.
product, and I blame FBA for a lot of this shit. Everybody, the Canadian Drake, the Latina Cardi B,
Yeah.
and everybody the hell else have been able to take your creation, co-opt the shit, and become rich. And yeah, I'm blaming y'all. I'm sorry, I am.
Well, yeah. The thing is, the
Y'all don't
people.
gatekeep. Y'all want to be everybody best friend. Y'all want to be overly and everybody's included when nobody's ever including y'all in nothing. But y'all just
Okay,
don't learn.
okay, but that again, but black people suffer from chronic pilgrim acceptance syndrome. It's the same thing with everyone else. That's all it is. The, the issue, if we look at it from, all right, I was in the second grade or first grade when they first told me about the civil rights, right, all that, right, and from what I saw, I'm from North Tulsa, Oklahoma, right, North Side.
Why you sound like you could be from New York or something?
Everybody think nigga from New York. I don't know. You know what? Motherfuckers think nigga that talk proper and can enunciate and shit. Probably. You know what I'm saying? Some people think from the East Coast, from the West Coast, niggas say cuz or whatever. And people say New York. I don't know. Out here in Texas, that's what they say. They like, hey, you from New York? I'm like, where the fuck you here in New York at? In my
I'm
shit.
from New York and I hear New York, so yeah. But okay, go
Nah,
ahead.
ain't no New York. Shit. Just a intelligent nigga from the country. No Tulsa. What to do? Um, but the whole point is when they show you what they did in the civil rights movement and all that. There was a lot of stuff that I didn't agree with as a child because that response it didn't seem like the adequate response. So when my mom was bust, right? She was of the generation that was bust, and I noticed that none of those black people that were bust, and those are all the boomers, right? You notice they never talk about that. You never hear them talk about the very first 3 months of that circumstance, right? You notice that generation never give these white people, the pilgrims, the fucking cultural measurement that they're supposed to. As devilish as the motherfucker was back in the day, it's like, all right, then wait a minute, y'all didn't judge none of this shit as hyper evil because that's how it was to me in the '80s, right? It was like, yo, this shit is evil, but it's like y'all not calling it evil. Y'all want to be next to these motherfuckers. You sent your
They
little girls.
successfully they successfully brainwashed our people, specifically the men. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call it what it is. I see way more self-hatred with the men than women. Far more in terms of like wanting to run separate as much as they can from their blackness to the point that they have now become anti-black themselves. When you listen to how they speak about their people, when you listen to how, like you said, they turn everything bad into nigga shit all of a sudden, right? Even stuff like that coming from black people is to me problematic as hell. But yeah, they've successfully brainwashed black people, black men specifically, into viewing blackness as something that's so horrible that they need to just get away from, right?
Well,
And
the,
the
the
black
thing
and the
is,
white woman
it's an
is
objectivity. The thing
the
is,
white woman is the most prized possession
oh
that
hell
a
no.
white man could
Don't
have, right?
No,
what
stop
you
Wait,
it.
let me
see
finish.
Stop.
that?
No, no,
Wait,
no.
Gen
No.
Xer, why you
A
gonna talk
white
to me? Look
bitch.
at y'all.
Ain't that
The
funny?
white woman is the most
Oh
prized
God.
possession for a white man. That's how you finish that sentence. For a
No,
white man.
A Asian woman
Yes.
is the most prized possession for a white man.
Gen Xer, can I make my point? Can I make my point, Gen Xer, or
I'm
no?
sorry. Go ahead,
See,
sister.
this is the problem with y'all. So
Damn.
I'm just saying, like y'all really do are hard, y'all hard work communicating. I can't. I just forgot, so it's okay. But
No, no,
what's
no.
up, B Dub?
You were
No, I really
saying
did
you was.
forget. That's why I
Oh, okay.
don't like
Hey,
it.
look,
But
look,
it's
look, look,
okay.
look.
Let's let B Dub talk.
Look, can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me because that was
B Dub, you
funny.
have something to say?
Can you hear me? I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
can hear you.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I got two things to say. What you just said, Venus, was hilarious as hell.
Is
White
he
men do
talking? I don't
not
hear
practice.
him.
Can you hear me, dog? Or she
Yeah,
can't hear me?
I can hear you. She might not can hear you. Venus,
She
he is
might not
speaking.
can
Venus,
hear me.
he is speaking now.
That's what happened last time. Venus,
Oh, I can't
you
hear
gotta
him.
let her
I'm gonna
know
come
she
back.
can't hear me.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
hear him, Venus, but he is
So
speaking.
dog, I wanted to hop up because I had something to say to you. To be honest, we code switch, right? Like me and you have to code switch because we're a threat to society. We're a threat. Period. We're intellectual. We're inventors. We're innovative. When black men and black women get on their grind, we create shit like cotton gins and cars and blimps and airplanes and air conditioning and you know what I'm saying?
we're a threat
Yeah,
to
yeah.
their society. So we have to code switch and calm down so we can actually get employed, because they won't let us get employed. And in the minute we create our own structures, they flood it, they burn it, they hang it, they whatever they can do to quail it, they do it.
Okay, so
And they
so
will not stop.
okay, so that means that it's us against the world, then, right?
Yeah, nigga, it's been that way. I don't.
Is all right?
It's never
Okay,
not
but
been
but,
that
but
way.
but hold up, but that's not the way we carry it as a culture. If it's us
no.
against the world, then we supposed to understand that, all right, those areas aren't worth our presence.
All
We
right, so,
have
but
all the
when-
innovation and we
when-
have
when
all
we
the
did it,
creativity
brother,
that we need to create our
when
own
we-
pocket.
brother, when we did it, when them Black Panthers went up to in California, and them niggas is like, all right, we gonna protect ourselves based on the Constitution. We got these guns. Yeah, California, you ain't
They
allowed to
changed
have
the
no
law.
guns like that. Yeah, nigga, we are the fear. Let's
Yeah.
stop it, bro.
But then that means we're
they scared.
diametrically opposed, and that's what we're supposed. That's how we're supposed to weigh this and identify this as what a culture. But if we don't, two things: if we haven't defined what it means to be black, or what it means to what it's supposed to mean to belong to being black, then this is going to keep us in these type of circles. The thing is,
I love what you're saying, and I got to interject only because I want to say we did define what it is to be black. We did define what it is to be a culture. It's called America.
oh no, we ain't
Nigga,
define. We
it's
ain't
not
define
how-
that.
Nigga, it's nothing in
That was
America
turned.
that
That was
ain't
turned
us.
into the fuel for the American lifestyle, cultural
And they-
fucking illusion. Yeah, it was turned into that. But
They can't have it. They can't have it without us.
no, but that's okay. So I'm not down with my people being no battery though, cuz fuck that.
I know but nigga, that's why they made the Matrix. They turned us into batteries, nigga. That's why they made the movie.
No, okay, but that's the whole thing. Then that means that that means that the culture is eating you. That means that the people have an intention to eat you or consume you, or no different from any other product. The issue then is how we view ourselves. It's like Sister Venus was saying, when she's projecting in that all brothers are of the character of the ones that be on the internet, objectifying their blackness or whatever.
She knows.
Wait, hold
she
on,
knows,
hold on,
she
hold on,
knows
hold on,
we
hold on.
not.
Hold
Stop
on,
it.
hold on. See, that's really the problem with when you guys interrupt people, right? Because that's not the point I was making, but I can't ever get there. But I will say, when I look at majority of black men from my lens, I absolutely, yes, I feel like most of them lack racial identity. They have very low racial self-esteem, take very little pride in their race. Most of them are doing everything they can to connect themselves with a non-black person. Like even when I read chat sometimes, right? If we just talk about conversations, the men view the black women as like opposite, like their competition. They don't view us as a group. We're not a group. A lot of them are trying to compete. A lot of them are like always doing is comparing. A lot of them are always trying to denigrate black women's accomplishments. So it's not a togetherness at all. And based on how a lot of them operate, I don't want to be together with them. A lot of them degenerate. I'm sorry, but yeah. So there is no like racial pride. When you see racial pride, you see it more in black women than you see it in black men. So can one of y'all explain why that is?
I don't believe what
Why
you're
are the
saying.
men? Why are the men so mentally defeated? Can we actually?
Venus, you gotta stop this, friend. You gotta stop this.
Hold on, brother. I'm gonna give you an explanation. The AKAs and the alphas, they seem to be very bound and binded. I'm out here in Florida, and when they do events, I don't see nothing but melanated people. So our people are together. This internet stuff has got people confused.
Fact.
That I'm letting you know right now, because the AKAs and the alphas get it popping out here. Get it popping.
Are the
Together.
sororities a representation of majority of the black population at all?
No, they're representation of the collective of what black people can do when they are progressive.
So they're not a representation of majority black people, right?
Well, no, majority of black people are in poverty. Let's keep that 100. Majority of black people are living check by check, trying to survive in this world. And they're not on the internet complaining. They just
And
What does
also,
that have to do with racial pride? And this is what I'm talking about.
the issue with that again is it's like I said,
I
we
got you.
haven't culturally defined what
Uh,
it means to be black. We're living it. I think
hit
once
me with
I think when we were
my
turned to
pizza
what they call
dough and
African
chicken wings.
Americans,
I got them.
when we turned to African Americans, it
Hold on, hold on,
quelled.
hold
We
on. B
didn't.
Dub, can you press mute? I'm gonna have to mute him. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all good. I think I remember when we returned to African Americans, right? And I'm dark skinned. I look like my avatar and all that. I remember having to study why is it that we look like we had a problem with our skin color being dark skinned or whatever we called it. And you look in the past, from the 80s to the 70s, you saw us embracing everything about blackness of ourselves, right? And it's like, all right, well, how did that change from, 10 years? I took my look in like 85, 86. And all you gotta do is go back to around 77. You see everything that black people, you can go back to 71, a little bit of 69. And black people are opening their stride of their own cultural definition of themselves. We stopped that. We halted that. I think in the 80s, those black people believed that they had made it, the boomer generation, that one that came up during that time. They
Right.
believed
So I'm
that
asking
they
about
believed that
like
they had made
now.
it, and their blackness became their black connection became lesser and more of just a topical thing, black only in skin color or black only in racial classification. But as far as being about it for the people, those black people by the larger bulk of the community were shunned. You got the pro-black sector, you got the conscious community. You have Pan-Africanists, right? But not everybody was a Pan-Africanist in there, and those were the sectors that was focused on black identity, black culture, black contribution,
All right.
black
So
health,
we
black
wait.
balance.
We don't need a history lesson. I'm talking
It's
about
not just a history
today.
lesson. It's showing you that the culture was present and the people didn't
Right, but it's
didn't
not
gravitate
now.
to it because they
So
wanted
I'm
what
talking about.
America wanted to give them.
Okay. So Trey has been having issues. So if he got time, I want to get him in while I can. Trey, you there? Trey, are you there? Yeah. So my question was, why are black men so ashamed of their blackness, and like why are they so defeated in the mind present day? That was the question because I understand.
Those men that you listen to, you can say that they are, but the thing is, what is your metric of one being beholden to it, and how does one who ain't beholden to it catch your eye? How do they catch your attention? Remember, we say all skin folk ain't kin folk, and I don't know how long we've been saying that. Probably, what I'm saying, couple you will.
So listening to you, you sound like a person who I'm not talking about. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I can hear it. So same way when I'm listening to the perspective that most black people have. Well, I was speaking about the men. Most of them have. They
On the
are
internet.
more concerned with fitting in with the Americanized like man thing, and less concerned about the racial togetherness.
Because
I think
that's connected to their dream. Go ahead, dog. You got it.
Wait, Trey, are you back?
Yeah, Trey, are you here? Because if not, I got some juice. Either way, look, I think you're listening to these niggas on the internet, and they're the problem to begin with. They're the ones that were lame, not accepted, not chosen. So they have a different view. Like, I understand what Oprah did and Ricky Lake and everybody back in the days, but at the end of the day, it's like, how do you change your perspective as a man? Do you just show and prove, or do you go based off of what these talk shows utilize as content before YouTube was here to make their bones and make their money? Like, you are the father. How much money does Maury make? Like, we're not that. So most of us men who do read, who might be educated, we don't see it the same way as an Obsidian or anybody else, because we might, I don't know, be more handsome or taller or more chosen. So we don't have the same perspective. Like, I don't have the same perspective to be angry. I'm a divorced man. Me and my black wife are divorced. I don't
V-Dub,
come online and divorce and bash her.
respectfully, V-Dub, I'm not talking about that. I'm asking about black racial pride, black racial self-esteem, right? When I look at the men and I look at the men to me appears to be a lot more okay, perfect example. Like lately I've been talking a lot about black conservatives, right? Um, most of them that I have seen, I haven't seen a lot of them that are Republicans right now, black conservative Republican. They're black men, right? When you listen to them talk, they sound like Ku Klux Klan members. Like
They're mascots.
that's how much disdain they have for blackness. So I'm
It's,
asking
it,
you,
it
why
sounds
is
like
it
chaotic truth,
right? Well,
non-foundational Black American.
he's a tether,
Not
but
not
I'm saying
non-foundational Black American. Officer
right.
Tatum might be a foundational American, but he's a bootleg. He's trying to get his
But
bones
listen
off of
to
talking.
okay, but what are you a Gen Xer too?
I don't know. I'm in my 40s.
Yeah, you are. Like, what is it with y'all?
I don't
Hey,
listen to
hey,
these
hey,
weird
hey,
ass niggas.
I'm gonna say something real quick because Officer Tatum is my homeboy stepbrother. He's not the way you think he is, but I'm gonna just leave that right there.
Well, what
Bootlicking.
he
All right, it's too
presents is
late.
what we're
No,
gonna
no, no.
judge him
Hold on.
as, and he's a
I
coon.
understand what you.
He's
I
a
understand
coon.
that you might.
We're not
I
giving him
understand
no
you.
bail. He's a racial
That's
traitor.
Too
We're
late,
not
that's
even
homie.
not what
defending him
I'm.
at all.
Listen, you
No,
gotta listen.
he's
What I'm
trash.
saying, I'm not disregarding what y'all hear on the internet. That's not what I'm saying.
My
And we hold him accountable. But what I'm saying
yeah,
is,
so I gotta
if
give you
you
some
hang
money back.
around him in real life, the perception you have, I promise you, you're not gonna have it. That's my only statement.
So put that
Trey,
on the
that is
internet
you.
then.
Wait, hold on, y'all. Trey, that is you. That
Listen,
is you
I got
like,
you.
can
offending
we,
me.
like, as grown men, can we compartmentalize and understand what I'm saying?
Hey, tell him to put it on the internet.
No,
Tell
hell
him
no.
if he show
No,
it
no,
to you,
hold on, my
if he
brother.
show
I
it to you
respect
in
what
real
you're
life,
saying.
tell him
I'm
show
only,
his real life on the internet then.
hold on, listen. I understand what you're saying, but like I said, I'm just saying this. At the end of the day,
At the end of the day, fuck the police, cuz. For real.
I'm standing on what I'm saying, regardless.
Okay, Trey, I got a question for you. Can you hear me?
Now, compartmentalization. I understand what y'all saying. I'm not disagreeing with you, not giving you no pushback. I'm only making a statement.
This is the issue with black. This is the whole issue with it. We don't have our own cultural dynamic and point to what it's supposed to be solidified or whatever. And
Can any of y'all
then
hear me?
you get all this shit. You got it, sis.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, Trey, I got a question for you because this is part of my problem that I was saying about black men, black American men specifically, right? What you just did. When we have somebody in the group that is actually harmful toward the group, why do men come and like cover for them, protect them, and make excuses for them instead of checking them? Why does that happen?
And you just told a lot because I did not do such a thing. I made a statement. I didn't cover for him at all.
So we only know him for the internet behavior, right? So when you come in and
True.
go, hey, I know him personally and he's nothing on the internet, that is kind of trying to make him seem to be a better person than he is.
That's not what that's not what I did. I only made a statement, regardless of how you try to compartmentalize it. But I only made a statement.
What are the intentions behind the statement? Is to say that he's
No.
not that bad, right? That's
The intention behind the statement is that, some people do what they do. And I can't tell somebody not to do what they do. But
See,
in
even
our
that,
actuality,
right? When people are harmful, this is what I don't understand about the men. When
no,
people are harmful to
no,
our
hold them
race.
accountable.
Wait, but Trey,
I'm
hear my
not saying.
question. No, but hear my question, Trey. Listen, please. When people are actually harmful to our race, like for real, how do y'all be in your head like, oh, well, people do what they do, like it's not harmful? It is. And why don't y'all have more of a problem with it?
So I have a question. Hold on, no. So I'm gonna ask you a question, right? So tell me how Officer Tatum specifically is harmful to the entire black race. It's just a
When
question.
you push harmful, well, you go ahead. You answer. I'm coming right back.
Yeah, let me answer. His harm is that he perpetuates a stereotype of a low social worth simply to a demographic because of their skin color. No different from the Hodge twins, no different from the Buto old bitch ass, Chaotic Truth, whatever. That motherfucker been doing it forever. Who was the Amazing Lucas before he switched? That motherfucker would do that. You know, the thing is, he gives into a narrative that he didn't create of black people. Most narratives created of black people by non-black people aren't anything that's worthy of black people. It's something that doesn't denote the entirety of our majesty, the entirety of our excellence. You know what I'm saying? It's just our faults, our social faults as a people. What about everybody else's social faults being put on Front Street like that, 24/7 people to make money off of, cuz? Hey man, nah, what the fuck? So what? He's a community activist behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Are you serious?
And this
No, I
is the
never
thing,
said
Craig.
that.
No
I never said
well-intentioned
that.
person
And
would do that.
and Venus, respectfully, right? Venus, respectfully, right? You have your opinion about him, and I don't necessarily agree. I only made a statement, but at the end of the day, to say that he's a danger to the black community is that's not a fact. That's an opinion.
Okay, so do you believe that propaganda is a war tactic that has effectively been used for years to cause real life harm to people? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say, I would say yes for people that are not intelligent. This is my
it's
thing.
nothing. So
I literally just answered. I literally just answered your question, right? I said yes for people that are not intelligent. If you want to sit up here and believe everything that you hear about black people on the internet, and I think one of the brothers just stated that they literally said to people on the internet. I don't know which brother said it, but it said to people on the internet. But in real life, the people like this quote unquote gender war, right? Men and women who are thriving in their relationships and not talking about this rhetoric that people talk about on the internet. That's a fact, right? So at the end of the day, this is my thing. The answer to the black community is the black community, not niggas on the internet that's married to a white woman who gives his opinion on black culture.
Okay, wait. So this is my thing.
Who do that?
You wait. Let's not.
No, I'm keeping it real, my brother. Right? What I'm saying, I'm literally talking about on stage. But what I'm saying is, he's not affecting the culture like Venus is creating this narrative when we are affecting each other more than anybody else. Y'all might disagree, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with that.
Okay, so if we all can acknowledge that propaganda is literally a war tactic because that's how effective it is. I'm not making that up. That's a fact. There's tons of research on it. When we can see somebody who presents to be black spreading harmful propaganda and demonizing a group of people, I don't see how you could not think they are a danger literally to the race. He is a danger to the race.
I totally disagree.
I don't.
All right. So that means that your people, right, is up for, you know what I'm saying, the motherfucker be preyed upon.
We up for sacrifice because it's just entertainment.
Yeah, that's it.
Hold on. No. I'm not even talking about that.
You're gonna have some sycophancy. You know what I'm saying? That's the ill part. You know what I mean? You want look? I don't know. Y'all be mascots for this motherfucker, cuz for real.
I'm not even talking about that. Come on, my brother. Ain't nobody even doing that. I literally made a statement.
Y'all like a black veteran. Y'all like a black veteran. You know what I'm saying? Go overseas and kill all day, every day and shit, but come over here and try to become political and shit.
That y'all just don't overlook.
Nah, nigga. Fuck out of here. This motherfucker claiming to be the police, nigga. You already know the police is against black people. Hold up, nigga. You already know that the fucking police is against. You already know that the police is against black people.
Bro, hold on, watch this. Hold on. Let me ask you a question, right?
Nigga, nah. You know the police is against black people, don't you? And this motherfucker represent the police, and he representing the cliche police perspective on two black people, man.
Chill out. You gotta let him answer.
Because if it is real war and these motherfuckers get down with these motherfuckers sending bullets our way or and terrorizing our folk in the motherfucking presence of police or in the capacity of a motherfucker police. Hey, cuz, fuck you, fuck him, and fuck the police, nigga.
Roguish.
You think you did something saying that?
Ain't no did nothing, bro. The thing is, this is why
Bro,
we need to establish a cultural
man, come
definition
on
for
with the thug
black.
talk on the internet, man.
Ain't no thug talk,
You gotta
nigga. You
stop
talking to
this,
a
man.
field, nigga. You talking to a
Bro,
field.
you
All right,
don't even know who you talking to. That's what I'm
okay.
saying, bro.
I
Like,
had,
chill
I had
out,
to, I
bro.
had to, I had to mute you. Can y'all like just let each other talk one at a time? Yeah.
Venus. I'm not
It,
even Venus.
yeah.
I can turn up, but I'm not even going there right now.
No, I know. That's what I'm
And
trying
he
to
don't
get
even know
Roguish.
who he talking to be talking to this crazy bitch, man. He don't even understand who he talking to. In real life, he would never do this. I promise you.
Please.
Okay, so can we bring it down? I understand this is
Venus, it's
emotional
not
space.
me.
No, I'm talking to him. I'm talking to him. I muted him because I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I keep on trying to uh like rogue-ish. I agree with everything you're saying, but can you just allow him to respond so we can hear both of you and just calm down a little bit? Is that an option? You have to unmute yourself.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, right.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so Trey, I don't this is really my issue with black men and I'm worried that y'all don't even see it. Like Trey, that is problematic. When there is anybody amongst your group who is perpetuating harmful rhetoric.
Hold on, give me a second, real quick. Give me a second. I gotta talk to somebody real quick.
Okay, harmful rhetoric that we know has real life consequences and have had real life consequences for black people in a real way, right? I don't understand how black men could look at them and be like, yeah, I'm cool with them. Those are my friends. Are you crazy? Those aren't nobody's friends. But it's like y'all be having all these like I really can't. Maybe it's a male brain. I will never understand.
It's
I
not a
would never
fucking
be
male brain,
friends.
sister. No, that's not it. The thing is, these motherfuckers got sycophants, and they have their motherfucking mascots. A lot of these niggas be mascots for these motherfuckers. So that's just what it is.
Okay, let's not.
They're not obligated to a black obligation. They just going on whatever they feel that they fit in with the system. That's how they finna rock it. That's what it is. But
So why
it's
you
fucked
disagree with
up.
me earlier when I told you I said black women are black first, women second, and then black men are men first, black second. And you
Well,
say you
no,
disagree.
because you're not black first, women second. You didn't let me finish. I know that black men ain't and black women ain't either. Feminism is the coldest form of pimping in the history of all existence because it causes black women to distort their inner value and try to distort all other values around them to meet this new distortion of a value, and then you start aligning yourself to the system in the same way that brothers align themselves to the system. All
Okay,
y'all
wait, hold
belong
on.
to the mainframe, baby. What you talking about?
Okay. Okay, so explain to me the feminism thing when you like go more into what you just said. Like what's the problem with black women and feminism?
Because it's anti-man. It's not pro-woman.
So women wanting to have the ability to like have bank accounts, vote, pursue careers, opt out of having kids if they don't want kids, that's like anti-man.
Well, no. The thing is, black men weren't keeping you from that. For y'all to attach yourself to white women and their perspective of valuing our familial situation. It's crazy. It's like they were able to get into y'all ear at the same time when y'all had all full integrity of black men fighting alongside of you at the time when we were so supposedly as a family shooting at these motherfuckers together, and that was the time when they got in y'all ear. That's what makes it the coldest form of pimping. It distorted y'all perspective of
So
how y'all
listen.
view what a healthy home value situation is.
So this the thing. Okay. You say black men weren't keeping us from it, but they weren't able to give it to us either, right? Because this is the white man shit.
That's supposed to be
So
so you create that as a
hold
culture.
on, hold on. So no, if the white man say I can't have a bank account and y'all don't got no banks, I can't have a bank account. See what I'm saying? So
Okay, so
the black
then we
women
create our
wait,
banks.
but hold on. So black women joining that movement, it wasn't to go, oh F you black man. It was like, yeah, they want some of them same rights that all the women were being restricted from.
Cool. And what was the cost of that?
What was the cost of it?
The cost of that was the healthy familial coagulation of the cost of it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's all the way true. I really don't.
It seemed that was the intention before I was born. It seemed that was the intention of the so-called system that everybody trying to attach themselves to, so form, fashion, whatever. Before I was born, it seemed like that was the intention. And now look at what the result is 40 years later. You tell me what you think the intention was in 1953 with these motherfuckers, and if they've quelled that along the historical line.
Okay, so I think two things can be true, right? Because even when the white women were fighting for, and this is where like men in general of all races, I feel like you guys don't really care about women's experience because one of the reasons these women were pushing for this in the first place is because they were not being treated fairly. And it's like you guys always leave that out when you talk about feminism. But people want to be treated like the humans that they are. And the fact that they had to create a whole movement and go against their own men, these white women, just to even be able to get privileges, it tells you enough about the men.
But the thing is, the white folks are a factor of the system itself. They're not just a fellow participant in it. So if you try to go through their perspective of viewing any of this, that's going to be completely out of bounds. Them motherfuckers are a factor of the framework. They're not just playing Monopoly. Them motherfuckers is the board within this system. So to attach yourself like, oh yeah, we got the same system, issues that white women got. It's like, really? You gonna sell yourself that bullshit? But y'all sold yourself that shit, for real.
So, well, here's the thing. Some black women did have some of the same issues as those white women. Some black women were being abused by their damn husbands. Okay? That's a real thing. A lot of white men were whipping ass, and a lot of black men were whipping
That's their
ass
culture.
too. Okay, so let me finish. Okay, so again, we're not going to pretend like them black women didn't join them white women for a reason. Because you and this one below me, the black one and the white man, y'all was beating the hell out of women. Okay? Let's be honest. That's what y'all was doing.
That's a fucking okay. So one, it's an abuser ass fucking culture over here. It's always been an abuser culture.
So are you
but to
mad
say that,
at
but to
black
say
women
that is the
so
average.
Hold on, you mad at black women for looking at the women who are trying to
No, not mad. Ain't no mad.
Improve the situation and fight for rights. And you mad at those black women for joining with them?
Ain't no mad. It seemed like it was a rush decision just to be next to it. Remember I said black people suffer from chronic pilgrim acceptance syndrome. As swiftly as black women went over to them bitches, it seemed like that was that phenomenon that was going on right there. Black women have their style that they do that, and black men got their style that they do that.
Guess what? He said he coming back. He said he's training y'all. They asked him for Trey. Guess what could have prevented that if the black men were maybe treating the women better, right? Maybe, just maybe.
Y'all like all the love was fake. For real. You gonna tell me all black love was fake back then?
What I'm telling you
all black love was really truly some
what I'm telling you is
some abuse. Really, come on, give us better than that.
Everything I keep telling you. You don't like. I started. I'm gonna say it again. Just the woman's experience and her basic human rights were not an option, and women wanted that. White, black, purple. Those are human rights. I want to be able to open a bank account.
Who gives a fuck what a white woman wanted? She was along with this devil when he was doing this most devil shit. Y'all want to give this bitch some motherfucking tether to this motherfucker like she ain't even connected to this devil. This bitch was right beside this motherfucker on it. Maybe not as much, but a goddamn sizable amount. Fuck them. This is the whole issue. The way that the cats in the manosphere who y'all say y'all hate will apply their perspective to a white perspective of measuring shit, hence six figures, and I'm a high value all this whole bullshit. It's the same way that y'all swiftly connect yourself to the feminism and the perspective of the white woman who was also a part of this fucking framework that you try to distance from. Both of y'all give these motherfuckers their cognitive dissonance for them. This is fucking lunacy.
It's not lunacy.
It's lunacy.
I'm gonna tell you why, at least for the black women. If you're living in a society such as this one, where the men who are in charge of most of the infrastructure, most of the industries, most of the land, most of the everything, run the government, make the rules, especially at that time, that is white people. So yes, you're in their system anyway, okay? And then your men are not in control of any of that, right? They're building, they're trying, but they're not there yet. You want rights, you want autonomy, you want to be able to do things too, and you have to adhere to this system. So if there's any group of people pushing for change that might give me some rights, I absolutely will temporarily collaborate. It's just smart.
Temporarily. Come on now. Come on. You gonna try that? All right.
Okay, we got a white man on the panel because I'm done with the black man right now because what y'all was doing to the women while they push for feminism. Now, Joshua, do you want to talk about what y'all was doing and why the white women wanted feminism or not? What you want?
I don't know. I kind of, well, now after hearing this conversation, I wanted to come up here now and yo, Miss Venus, right? Since we're the owner operators of our system, right? I can offer you a credit score. You want a better credit score? Come over here to the white side. We got something to offer you. I don't know what they got to offer you.
That's literally, that's how it goes. So, you know what I'm saying?
You know
what I'm saying?
We're gonna buy you. We're gonna buy you. Yeah.
So you
come
mad
on.
at the
Tell
women
me a little bit of your soul. Come on, give it here.
for survival mode.
Perfect.
They said I'm double talking and don't even see it. I'm not double talking at all. I said what I said.
I think it's
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Josh.
Well, I think it's an appropriate time considering that last court case that come off that she got let off on, right? Shooting a kid in the back, right? Y'all are already adopting our policies. We, for the most part, don't have much. We don't have much respect for life. So we've already adopted this whole policy of F them kids, right? We could shoot kids in the back now, AKA Asian store owner woman, right? That's how this all came about. This is an appropriate time for this conversation. And the sad part is ain't nobody going to do it. Not a damn thing about it. We're just going to keep talking about who's right or wrong when we're not even going to address the idea of really this is what this is about is we don't have any respect for now even our own children, let alone a race or a culture.
Hi, Lauren.
Facts.
Yeah, and until black men ready to knuck if you buck, because personally, I think that's the only thing that's gonna work. When you're dealing with a bully, bullies do not grow a conscience. You gotta put their ass down. And until black people ready to do that, I really don't see shit changing. That's just my personal opinion. What's
Y'all
up,
won't let the
Lauren?
motherfucker be called a bully though. That's the whole thing. Is you know this is the whole issue. These motherfuckers are actually like kind of worship to a degree. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be locked inside of their ideology, then them being the symbolism of that ideology has to be ascended, you know what I'm saying, in some form of value. So it's like trying to take down your God with black people, and that's why they stopped themselves.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a great point. It is like trying to take down their God.
Yeah.
Because look, most black Christians believe that Jesus looked like the picture on the wall, right?
Yep. Tanned and untanned and a motherfucker from the deepest part.
With blue eyes.
Blue eyes in Africa, yeah. Bethlehem.
Blue eyes. Okay, this is where I have a little bit of tiny, minuscule. Listen, I'm trying to be diplomatic. This will have a little tiny, minuscule understanding for those kind of black people, right?
Okay.
When you are growing up here, every image damn near of success and or beauty is of white people, right? Because the majority, that's kind of what's pushed on the TV shows, the movies, the magazine covers, the supermodels, the just, you know, you see
the social reality. Yeah.
Right, right. And I think to a young black child, not seeing enough positive representation of themselves will cause maybe some self-image issues, right? Or you only have one understanding of what success looks like, of what this is how things are supposed to be, because that's what's been shoved in your face your whole life, right?
But is it mainly to be gathered from primarily the media? Why can't it be within the actual culture that the child sees lived around them? And that is what imbues them towards any, you know what I'm saying, potential elements of themselves. You don't learn about yourself through fucking TV. A lot of people did, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had TV to teach me to blah, blah, blah. And you ask yourself, all right, why was it, where was your family at to teach you what you needed to know? Outside of any, you know what I'm saying, magazine or
Well,
media outlet.
let's be honest. Their parents barely had time. Like you said, you're a Gen Xer. What did your parents? First of all, your parents were not
block
mentally,
raised you.
emotionally like what's
The block
no.
raised you. Because, with the latchkey kids and shit, the block raised you.
Okay, but white men are on the money, right? White men, like we're not gonna act like we don't understand. So when you're young and black, especially during that time, and your young impressionable mind just trying to understand the world and everything that looks like success is white. Everything that looks like it's preferred doesn't look like you. I think that has something to do why so many of these black people are so fucking cooned out. I'm just saying.
Well, no, you can't call them a coon because you don't really. There's not anything solidified of blackness for them to be beholden to. And when we start to do that, people start selling it for fucking product or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it with hip hop, right? I remember when the no biting, you know what I'm saying, clause was in effect. You know what I'm saying? No biting. It was something that we told one another. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying, new people participating or whatever who may have not developed their own flow or style or whatever. Nah, we was telling one another, you better not bite motherfucking style. Fuck that. And it meant something. But as soon as the new folks started participating, well, no, you got to do away with that. And it's like, well, no, that's an integrity marker that we had for the culture, period, before the motherfuckers weren't even there. But nah, you know, so once others start participating, all right, well, what's the value standard of their participation? What's the value? What do they bring if there's going to be a removal of the foundation? What are they bringing to
Black
resupplement
people
that?
were desperate. Like I said, low racial self-esteem. The reason a Canadian
Low
like
racial.
Drake could be like one of the kings of your American hip hop. Why? The reason Cardi B could be at the top of the food chain and Nicki Minaj, right? Trinidadian. The reason they could be at the top of the food chain when it comes to some shit y'all created is because y'all don't gatekeep anything. Y'all don't protect anything. You
Right.
created this passive ass culture of all inclusive about all things when you didn't even have enough sense to look around and realize nobody deals with y'all in that same way. No,
But that started in the civil rights bullshit, though. That started then.
I don't care when it started.
That started with
I'm
integration,
saying
and that started
the
with civil
men
rights.
are
And there were black
involved-
people who didn't think like that, though. Hold up. There were black people in droves who didn't think like that, and they were silenced and quelled. Not all
What I'm
black
telling
people were
you
down
today is-
with that shit.
This the reality none of the black men want to address. The reason people are able to co-opt all of our art, music, film, media, literature,
Because y'all ain't
fashion
supremacists.
is because y'all don't stand on shit. Nobody's afraid of the black men. Nobody feels like they gotta respect them. Yeah, the reason people feel like they could treat the black women however they want because y'all don't stand up for shit. If anything, what I've been seeing is y'all will get up and make an excuse for somebody faster than y'all check them. So
Right.
nobody respects the black man. So because of that, people are going to continue to co-opt everything we create.
They said
your
to stop
kids-
whooping that
hold on.
ass.
Shoot your kids in the fucking back, right? No, not stop whipping women's ass. You was
No,
never
no,
supposed to not beat a
no.
nigga's ass.
Well, no, it wasn't. No, yeah, like everybody
So
whooping women
I'm not
ass.
done.
Look,
I'm not done,
look,
Gen X. I'm
we
not
don't have
done.
to
Stop
whoop
cutting me
women
off, Gen
ass.
X. Gen X. Y'all gotta learn how to listen, Gen X. Okay,
We
look.
created smoothness. We talking about?
Gen Xer, you gotta compose yourself. I'm not finished. They're
Right.
gonna continue to shoot your kids in the back, hang them from trees. Somebody just got hung, I think, like a week or two ago. Right? They're gonna continue to do that because every other group of men understands there are no consequences coming when you do shit to black people. No
Okay.
consequences, cause
Yeah.
y'all ain't never doing shit. But then
Yeah,
we'll kill each other. But then we'll be abusive as hell, disrespectful as hell to the women. But the people who out here really doing and been doing it forever, why y'all not getting busy with them? Like, why y'all not in the street? Like, what's going on?
You lumping all cats together as if all cats who solve issues like that would be some cat that would have an issue with women or whatever. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers that got issue with women, these motherfuckers is new, all right? Motherfuckers just developed this voice from copying off of the black manosphere and was given some form of a template of, I guess, analysis or whatever. game for lames, if you will.
Why
All right,
y'all,
then
why y'all
whatever.
go talk about the manosphere and not
Hold
what
up,
I
hold up.
said?
No. Hear me out. I'm talking about black men as a social culture, not just you know what I'm saying. So your measurement comes from this internet shit. The thing is, when it comes
No,
to
it don't. My measurement come from reality. Why is nobody doing shit about people could step on people's necks for 9 minutes? People could shoot the black kids in real fucking life. It ain't about no internet. I can see it. You can
because
treat,
the moment
you
that
can
happens,
excuse
them
me, hold
motherfuckers
on, I'm
got
not
feds
done.
over them,
I'm
and y'all not trying to
done.
fight this country.
I'm not
Y'all
done.
talk that shit, but you ain't trying to fight this country.
All right, I'm gonna have to mute you because this is my show. Why am I yelling? I have to keep repeating myself with grown, again, Gen Xers, right? It's not about. I don't
Can I
like.
ask?
I specifically don't like. A lot of times I'm having conversations with people. You guys don't know my experience. You don't know who I know. You don't know where I've been. Stop limiting my experience to the fucking internet. I am a real person in the real world. I could point you to so many real things that happen to real black people. Why haven't the black men done anything? Don't talk to me about the manosphere. Answer that question.
Can I point something out?
Wait, hold on. This is a serious black moment right now, white man. Hold on. Can you answer that question, Rogan?
Okay.
Okay, so why haven't black men done anything? And the first move that you think black men should make is what?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm asking black men, why is it now even okay for an Asian man to delete your child and go free? How do you think we got to that point? Because y'all don't do shit. That's why. So nobody respects y'all.
No. The thing is, those actions that black men would take to properly respond to those were quelled by the culture. People, they stopped adhering to the culture of what it meant to be black at that time. Like with sister, I think her name was Tasha, in California, like 95, with the Koreans and shit. The thing is, black people, period, they want to be more accepted than respected. Black people across the board, black men, black women. We're only two people, right? So it's no difference. In the style of that, yeah, motherfuckers will get down and bang for their folks. But that stopped being something that was seen as championing or worth championing the further that shit went on. And so, again, most people believe that they're being accepted, and you can take the culture and turn it into some form of a product or enhancer for others, right? But you can no longer use it for what it was meant for. You know what I'm saying? That this is a spiritual fight. A lot of y'all think it's political. A lot, this shit is tribal. A lot of y'all want to think it's the government, whatever the fuck. Look, you're talking about going at this government because you see that we have a diametric positioning with these motherfuckers. Yeah, that's exactly what we're supposed to do. The cats who do that, the cats that got that type of mentality, do not get supported by the culture, don't get supported by the community, damn sure don't get supported by the nation, right? They only want niggas to bang on niggas, but when niggas is ready to bang on this motherfucking beast back, you don't get that type of support. Everybody starts quelling themselves.
What's that dude? I think the police deleted his son.
They need a lot of people's son.
He deleted a police officer after that. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait. Oh no. You talking about with the car or something? You talking about with the car? Well, I forget homie name. You talking about? He stared them down too as he walked past. You know what I'm saying? Mugged them motherfuckers like, yep. yeah. I forget homie name, but yeah, you're definitely a hero.
Right. So if all black men started moving like that, I guarantee you people wouldn't be so comfortable doing shit to us all the time.
But that's supposed to be the response. But the thing is, we don't have that bond like that anymore. We used to have that bond.
That was his son, and he went to step about his son.
But that's
so
just
all these boys got a daddy. Okay.
I'm not talking about no. I'm not talking about just one though. That's the thing. It don't need to be just one.
I'm saying of all these isolated incidences, the reason now it done went from typically in this country, it was always the white man who was able to get away with it. But y'all let this shit slide so much now the Asian man could do it.
Okay, well, look, people believe in the law system. Shit, I don't know what to tell you with that shit. Me, I have our own. I have my perspective of this is clearly a black one as my objective lens. I'm not seeing black as just in the system and having to contend with it or go along with it. Fuck this place. You know what I'm saying? My people are my measurement of everything. Our culture is our measurement of everything. So the connectivity to it is much along the same line of how a foreigner would present their culture over here, right? I don't even wait America or the United States. Fuck that. Black. That's it. You feel me? So the thing
What
is,
does that have to do with what I just asked you?
the thing is, black has to mean.
Are black men so?
I'm telling you, I'm giving you the answer because
weak and they don't do shit.
I'm giving you the answer. One
they
has
fuck with
to
each
have
other.
an inspiration to have whatever it is that is connected to you mean that much to you, to where you make that decision, to where that is not, and it's not a hard decision. It's just a response. Like, all right, then you did this. We're going to do this. We used to tell ourselves, you take one of mine, we take 10 of yours. That's something that we told ourselves right back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But people did not like that being administered into this system. People didn't like having to what was that code switch shit? Motherfuckers want to get more aligned with this motherfucker, right? I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? All y'all want to get more aligned with these greed feeding ass motherfuckers into some form of degree, and you want the other complementary half to behave in some form of a fashion for you, so that you have a smooth go at it. And that's from both of you. This is weird. Hey, Josh, as a white man hearing this shit, do you hear the power that y'all have inadvertently? You know what I'm saying?
I'm a supremacist. I absolutely understand the power we have.
The fuck?
What have I don't, but yeah, no, I don't like what you just did.
Can I answer the question of Venus that you asked him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me give you an example of what abilities that the black people would generally have. And I'm just going to use the store owner, the Chinese family that just shot that kid in the back, right? And got let off, right? Here's what you can do. You start by getting a bunch of unscrupulous black people to hang out around in front of the store, not on store property, but just a little bit off of it. Start running customers off. After about a year or however long it takes for them to leave the community, like sell it, you just get them up out of there. Then you basically do, or at least while you're doing that, you crowdfund to actually buy the store, because as soon as they leave, right, you want to basically come in and take over. So unless you got somebody in mind to actually buy the store, you'll crowdfund to actually own that thing, and you'll take the store back over. That way you can kind of get in front of the whole Asian flight that's going to happen. That's how you do something. It's legal. That every step that's in that process is completely legal. And it's some get back. Oh, you want to kill people? You want to kill kids? Fuck it. We're going to run you up out of town. And it's completely legal.
Makes sense.
But that's something that can be done. And that's what Venus is talking about. Nobody's really doing anything other than getting on the internet and just talking. And for any of you that don't know, these are some of the same tactics.
Neither one of you are ground zero at that area to say there's nothing being done. You just haven't seen it on the motherfucking internet yet, or displayed in some form of media. You know what I'm saying? Observable form.
Well,
fuck out of here.
I happen to know they have a police presence keeping an eye on the store.
Okay, but there was already groups of people showing up that was doing that already. They was having a blockade and all kind of shit. The police presence is for the people that are protesting.
They were trying to block. Yeah, they were trying to block traffic. Don't protest. Look unscrupulous and make it look like it's a very unsafe place to be. You don't have to do anything illegal. You just use the reputation that you think you have and use that.
Wait a minute. Okay, but wait a minute. Again, that's a war tactic. Black people ain't trying to have war with this motherfucker, man. Black people want to be accepted by you sick motherfuckers.
Who you would have had war with?
That's what Venus is talking about. Is nobody wants to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to war with y'all.
You don't have to be at war. I fucking participated
in a
boycott.
War tactic.
Hold on, I participated in exactly what Josh is talking about. I've done it. There was a nail salon in Flatbush, Brooklyn. I promise you, within a week, we got them the fuck up out of here because they locked some black women in a store, surrounded them in a circle, was slicing their arms with fucking eyebrow shavers and shit. And we saw that video and we got them up out of here that week. It was very unsafe. You couldn't go in there. Black Lives Matter came in, everything. You couldn't. Customers was not trying to be. Police had to be there every day, escorting them from their door to wherever they was going and back. Like, we fucked that whole business up, and it took 7 days, literally 7 days before they was out of the neighborhood. So I don't. Again, this weak ass shit, I don't understand it.
Okay, so but again, like I said, war tactic. You know what I'm saying? You just want to call motherfuckers weak. All right, whatever.
Well, of course, and that's the thing. That's what she's saying. Is
okay, but hold up.
That's
hold
what
up,
she's saying.
Hold up. So you saying wait? So you saying black women don't have no problem warring with this motherfucker?
No,
but black men have a problem warring with this
was
motherfucker.
It was black people. It was a black man. It was black men. It was black women. It was black people out there.
Okay, so why do you keep saying black men is weak with this shit if you got the motherfuckers right around you?
Well,
you know
because
doing your work.
So it's not doing our work. Those somebody's daughters, nieces, and sisters too. What you mean our work? What are you talking about?
You said it were black men around you as well.
I'm right. I'm gonna get to why I said the men. When it comes to people's kids being deleted, which we see more of, where are their fathers? Where are the men handling business? Yes, that's my question. Where are they? Wait again. So you think that you're the only one that could create some form of a grassroots movement or action, and that because something happened where you was, and there's no one elsewhere? Simply because you're not seeing it? Look, you either have to be ground zero with them or organizing with those groups that are organizing there, right? For you to get that information. You can't wait for it to be displayed to you. Hold on. I never said that, and I'm not even taking credit for starting that because I didn't. I joined
Well, you participated. Yeah,
right.
Cool.
So that's not what, so then again, that's not what I said at all. But I asked you when it comes to violence, right? So I'm shifting somewhere else now. When it comes to violence, specifically against black children and even black men, right? Where are the black men fighting back with violence or something? What are they doing?
Okay, there we go. All right, with violence. That's like I said earlier. Black men responding to that sector with violence, it isn't seen as ideal. It's not even really in the mind for most.
So it's seen as ideal to let
hear me out. I wasn't done. I wasn't done. Most black people on reflexive protect them in the same way that they protect these pilgrims, right? Black people have culturally some form of a servile clique that occurs with these motherfuckers. All right, that's why they won't see them as targets as easily as what I'm saying they will their own. What I'm saying? That's why the whole gender war shit is what it is now. You'll never hear black women going at the system as hard as they'll go at black men. You'll never hear black men going as hard at the system as you'll hear them going at black women. So
that's a lie. You know how much policy change and stuff black women are responsible for? Do you know?
Okay. And then what did the system do? It just ejected what? 600,000.
Yeah,
600,000 of you.
That's great, but that has nothing to do with the point. So that was cute, but that wasn't the question. All right. You said black women won't go at the system.
Not as hard as they go as black men. Nope.
And I'm telling you, that's a lie.
Okay. No, it's not a lie. That's your view. I don't know what system.
So this is like kind of crazy because you kind of doing the same thing. Like when I asked the black men, what are you doing? What can be done? Y'all full of excuses.
No, you want to hear the myriad of ways that you could go about some demolition or some shit, baby? What's up? You want to go there? We can go there.
I want to know.
Let's open the anarchist cookbook.
I want to know why nobody's not doing. I want to know why black men let this shit evolve to the point that now Asian people feel comfortable enough to shoot your kids in the back. Why'd y'all let that shit get to this point?
It's not. I want to know. It's not a let. The culture. I've said it several times. The culture, and black men ain't the only one that's a part of black culture. The culture was not permitted to grow into the value that it needed to be to cause one to make that a reflexive response. Right? It has to come from meaning. The reason why shit was set off in the past was because what things meant to people. our community is not connected like that in the way that it was in the past. So how is it that we expect just the sole individual to be, you know what I'm saying, imbued of that, and to have that as their character, to have that as their property, to have that as their setting? I mean, it's like, all right, well, again, it seems like either group wants the other group to perform for them in certain ways that appeases their standard. So it's crazy, you know. And all y'all in the comments ask me, he got to ask a white supremacist. That's why I asked
you. You got to stop doing this. You got to stop doing this. You got to stop. This is very fucking disrespectful and insulting, and I don't like it. I'm talking about issues in the black community that matters, right? I'm talking about black children dying. I'm talking about real shit, and you keep on comparing me to some stupid fucking manosphere. We ain't the same. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real shit.
I'm not talking the manosphere.
So why do you keep saying you want each other to perform for who you were comparing me to right now?
I'm talking the reason why you saying weak. How the fuck you gonna call somebody weak? And you said you had black men around you organizing with you. So you don't think, wait a minute. So you are assuming that black men are not organizing at them other places where you say they're not, where they not.
Don't answer a question with a question, because it's like the 5th time you've done it, and I keep trying to bring you off that track. So who were you just comparing me to when you said you guys are the same, you want each other to perform the way you want them? Who are you talking about?
Oh, you feminists who think like that. Yeah.
Who? The same as who? Who are you talking about?
No. It's the ideology.
You said you want each other to perform for each other. Who's the other? Who are you talking about?
Y'all partaking in this whole so-called gender war shit.
Right. So I'm talking
calling
to you.
each other into some type of accountability that's not a cultural one.
This be the disingenuous shit I was telling y'all. What did I start the show saying about Gen X men? Whenever they're debunked or just can't be honest, they just can't. They got to start over talking, interrupt. That's what's happening right now. Instead of just having a genuine conversation. So for the 6th fucking time, please don't talk to me about the manosphere. I don't give a fuck about them right now. I'm talking about actual things that are important to black people. Right? Like black children being shot in the fucking back. How about that? That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
I don't want to talk about the manosphere.
You got black men out there right now. Right now, you got black men and black women right out there right now. You can turn on whatever local news. They got people out there doing their own news. And now hear me out. They're out there right now.
Protesting. My question was,
they're not just protesting.
How did black?
You want to go body for body?
How did black men let things evolve to a point that white men have been historically getting away with shooting y'all, hanging y'all, doing all type of shit? But now everyone, the foreigner, everybody done got so comfortable watching that shit happen that now the foreigner is copying what white supremacy is doing, and no consequences for them either.
Okay.
So the whole black race is just food for everybody. Because the black men ain't. Nobody's scared of y'all. The men should be scared of y'all. They're not scared. How the fuck are y'all the biggest, the strongest, the fastest, the tallest, and nobody's scared of y'all? Why nobody scared of y'all?
Because one, y'all don't want.
Why y'all scared of everybody?
Hold up. None of y'all want to foster our true majesty. None of y'all. Less of all motherfucking black woman trying to call a motherfucking to accountability of putting in work when some anti-black shit come down. Wait a minute now. None of y'all want to raise your fucking sons up to be the type of motherfucking man that looks down on you and let you know, mother, this is your place. So shut the fuck up with that, first and foremost, to call somebody into some type of accountability. Bite your motherfucking tongue.
You're right.
There's nobody in this whole fucking system ever want to see a black man rise up and conquer this bitch. So don't act like that you ready for that fucking energy.
Okay.
You just want somebody to supply your fucking narrative, your fucking negative narrative that you have of black men, while trying to say that black men are negative of black women, as if we don't understand that we're half of motherfucking black women, as if we did not half of ourselves, as if all we are just black men. We know we got a mother. We know we got a father.
You're doing a lot of projection.
We know that what we're connected to.
What y'all do to women in this conversation?
Are you kidding me? And you got this Peckerwood up here. How many of these motherfuckers you got up here listening to this shit? Why the fuck you think people like him come by?
You're right. I apologize. Let's just let them keep plucking off the kids and shooting people. Fuck it.
Well,
You're right.
nah.
You're
If
right.
if
My
you really
bad.
about it and put that murderism out there, you know what I'm saying? Go full EBK. Fuck everybody. If you want to do it like that, it ain't just you know what I'm saying, trying to adhere to this old whole ass hated nigga system. Fuck that. You set your own cultural dynamic of what it's supposed to be.
What is
it
the
life for
cultural
life?
dynamic? Letting
That's the
people
whole
do what they
thing.
want to your kids.
That's for the culture to establish. You don't just call somebody into no goddamn accountability to put in no goddamn work just because you feel some kind of way.
Why not?
Are you kidding me?
Why
Why not? Why not? Who the fuck is you?
Me, the one who said it.
The one who said, and then you want to call fucking Gen X into some accountability. Then we the motherfuckers that start off to putting in work on this motherfucker like that
what
when
happened
that shit
then?
happened.
So what happened now?
The culture died out and it was turned into a fucking product by black people who only wanted to be near these motherfuckers, get some of their fucking pennies or motherfucking penance. Fuck is you talking about? That's why the women then hold they motherfucking self out, and that's why the dudes and trick they fucking self out. You can't call it to no goddamn accountability to a whole ass demonic greed feeding ass system that these demonic motherfuckers right below us, the motherfucking created and started in the whole world, been helping these motherfuckers. You ready to fight the fucking world? That's why I asked you before. Do you know what it means? Do you really fucking know what it means to talk about you want war? Are you
I didn't
shitting
say
me?
anything. Did I say something about war? Because I don't recall saying that.
That's what that is. What the fuck you think this Peckerwood came up here talking about? This is what you do, that economic style with it. The fact that he said you go out there as some unscrupulous characters is what gives itself away.
I just said to you, I participated in the very action he's talking about, and we didn't end up in a war. The Asians just left. Sometimes it could be that simple. What are you talking about? War? Here. What did they do? I'm still here. Nothing happened. They didn't do shit. They left.
So all right. So okay. No. So what you want to have? You said talking about with that. All right then. So with this shot in the back, what do you think is supposed to happen then? Let's hear the voice of Venus. What you think is supposed to happen? Somebody shot in the back. Let's hear it.
You do right, nothing.
Say it with your feminist soul. Let's hear it.
We're supposed to pray. Let's pray for these.
No. Let's hear it. Let's hear you say it. Let's hear you be real with it. Say it.
Yeah, I don't know why you think you about to outsmart me.
Ain't no outsmart nothing. No, you see, that's how I know these motherfuckers run you. That's why I call your ass a fucking feminist. You won't even stand on your own objective.
I'm definitely a feminist.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. They got you.
Yes, I am.
The coldest form of pimping in the history of all existence.
What about it?
The coldest form of pimping.
So what do you think I should
trying
be
to call black men into a white fucking accountability?
You think I should be pro-black? Pro-black man?
No. I want you to answer the question of what you want to happen, and you want specifically with that scenario. What's up? Answer blackly if you want to.
I don't really see the point. What I've seen is every time something like this happens to one of the young kids, there are no consequences. So it's like my wishes will fall on deaf ears, right? So what is the point?
What you just said?
I like Josh's idea. It's a way for everybody to stay out of jail. If nothing, if at the very least, they should not be comfortable running businesses in that neighborhood anymore.
Agree with that. All right then. Definitely agree with that.
But yeah, I'm not insulted by being called a feminist. That shit only means something to y'all. I don't care about that.
But that's the whole issue, because that lens is what's distorting all of y'all fucking value. These white people done won. And you want to say, oh, well, it's the black men that hears more than all this shit. Are you kidding me? They didn't have no ideology for black men in the motherfucking 1970s other than capitalism.
Hold up, go back. What do you mean we won?
You devils won. Y'all won.
Does that mean y'all are giving up?
No, just that y'all pretty much got the mind. Y'all pretty much got the mind of my people, man. Y'all pretty much got the mind of my people, and it's fucked up. And I've been trying to see. They don't have the mind of me.
They definitely don't have the mind of me. They got the mind of you. But they got the mind of me.
Nah, they got your mind, baby.
Me being
I think you don't know Venus. Venus and I have like a long history together. Venus has run my ass over in discussions several times over. Like we actually have a history, right? So the idea of me coming up here and I'm running anything, that's kind of weird. It's worse. It speaks to you don't really know who you're talking to, which is fine, right?
Motherfucker, I ain't talking about you and your individualism. I'm talking about the culture that you're defaultly connected to. Being white.
I'm talking about Miss Venus.
Okay.
We've kind of like gone around what she has to like.
You mean I don't know?
Basically, what
Nigga,
she's
you don't think I didn't encountered this kind of black woman before? In college, are you kidding me? There were scores of them.
All right, so it's not, you're not having a conversation with Venus. You're having
I am having a conversation with
Joshua,
Venus.
yes, that's what's happening 9 times out of 10 when I'm talking to these men. You see all that passion?
I am having a conversation with Venus.
They
I'm
be like-
I'm looking
they
at the
think
ongoing programming still
you
sticking itself out.
You represent every black woman they ever had a problem with, and so they got to turn up, you know. But
No, y'all been social conditioned. And it's amazing to see just how
wanna
much
say this
effect it's taking.
because you're not the first person to call me a feminist. I'm not insulted by that.
You don't have to be
I don't
insulted by
care.
it. But I'm just it's not meant as an insult. That's
Let
why
me
I called
read
it the
this.
coldest form of
Let me
pimping in the
read
history
this.
of all existence.
Feminism is the belief in and advocacy for the social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. So yes, by definition, I am a feminist. What about it?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
And for you
do
to
your
be
thing.
anti-feminist would mean you are anti-advocacy for social, economic, and political equity of the sexes.
Oh no.
So do you feel like we shouldn't have rights?
No, I'm pro complementarity. I'm not anti feminism. I'm pro complementarity. So yeah, that you can have your ideology and everything, but the thing is, those of y'all who have the type of ideology, y'all tend to have a distorted value that seems to be systematically fucking sourced, right? And you call the accountability of everything outside of you and that is of you, of I guess behaving toward it or
What is
tailoring
the,
yourself
What
toward
is
it.
the distorted value?
The distorted value is that you're competing against your men. You know what I'm saying?
Competing against our men?
And white women, I guess within their own inner classification wars of whiteness, whatever, they were definitely competing against white men. Black women weren't competing against black men at all. We knew we were in the same boat. We knew this. There's no competition whatsoever. And y'all absorb their competition motive of whatever, and it's hella distorting. It is. And it's weird to watch it work.
Yes, H.T. Baldwin, I agree. He said, Venus, this mother effer think that you don't think much of yourself. Yeah, he could think whatever he wants to think. He don't know me. And I'm not, yeah, what's up, Joshua?
Can I ask for a poll? Is that possible?
I don't think I could do anything from my, the reason I'm not doing the show I'm supposed to do is because my computer's acting stupid, so I can't. I don't even know how to do much on my phone. But I just want to say, yeah, the men want to be in denial about why black women would even get on board with feminism in the first place. That's a you issue, but there was a reason the black women were willing to go. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, because the white woman presented it. That's the only reason.
Again, that's not an insult to us. Like I don't
know,
care
I know.
I don't care
That's
who
loyalty.
presents the help.
You know what I'm saying?
If I
That's
need
loyalty.
help, if I'm in a dire situation, I don't care who presents the help. I need help. I'm going to get help.
Yep.
So you all can't be the white woman the white. It's funny how it's convenient to make the white woman the devil when you want her to be the devil.
No,
When men want to sleep with her,
if the white man is the devil, then the white woman is the devil too.
When men want to sleep with her, it's cool. When they want to prop her up and use her as a weapon against black women, it's cool. Black women, it's cool.
For the motherfuckers that do that.
When they want to dilute their own blackness and mix in with white women, it's all good.
Yeah,
So
for the cats who do that. For the cats who do that.
So when the black women decide, hey, okay, I'm gonna enjoy the fruits of the white woman too. Don't be mad. That's all I'm saying.
Well, no. Look, if you love whoever you love, I'm talking about a cultural dynamic. As far as it goes, if that's who you love, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You love a white person or a Mexican person, whatever. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, do what you do. When I'm speaking of, what you mean? Well, no, you're gonna have admixture, especially in a place like America that got at least 30 different cultures from around the world here. To say that there's not going to be any admixture is crazy. So, I mean, it is what it is with that. I'm speaking from the perspective of a cultural dynamic. The thing is, as far as it goes with have an issue
How are
with
you okay with interracial mixing, watering down your blackness, but you sitting here talking about cultural dynamics? Isn't it a cultural dynamic to want to procreate within your own group?
Well,
See what I'm saying?
well, yeah, but the thing is, those who go outside the group, they go outside the
Y'all will
group.
always leave that door open to be able to put your
It's not a
penis
door.
in
Look,
a white woman or a foreign woman, but you pro-black on every other part. But
ain't no
that
pro.
one. Get the
No,
fuck
you
out of
can't.
here.
You can't project no pro-blackness on nobody. Ain't got nothing to do with
What
no
are
pro-black.
you
Only
talking
black.
about?
Only black. Ain't nobody talking about no pro-blackness. Fuck that. Pro-black and
What
unapologetic
are
shit.
you talking about?
Fuck
then?
that. I'm talking black and black only. Black as your only goddamn measurement
So
or
if
whatever.
you are black
So-
and black only,
so
how
hear
are
me.
you leaving the door open to sleep with other races of women?
No.
Black and black only?
What any man that makes a family with whatever woman, you make your family with that woman. Any man, not just a black man. I don't give
You
a fuck
see,
about all
why
that.
feminism is needed? Look at you. Any
No,
man.
feminism ain't got shit to
Any
do with
man.
that. Ain't
So
no
men could use white people to their advantage all they want, but black women better not
any
do
man
it.
of any color
Come on now.
to get with any women of any color and make a family. You make a family, whatever woman it go with you. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so if
So,
any man,
if
you're
if
black
y'all
and
want to make
black-
a family with a non-black man, hey, do what you do. But that don't mean that you're not still connected to the culture. If you've sold yourself out being connected to that
my
shit,
blackness. That means
Huh?
I diluted my blackness.
though. That means what?
I have diluted my blackness.
Okay, yeah, you create a mixed fucking group. It is what it is, and,
No,
and
it's
your
not.
children and your children gonna be mixed up.
Right.
Motherfuckers
So
gonna
how
think-
are you sitting here talking about it's
Because
black
that's a
only?
personal choice. What
You're
the fuck?
contradicting yourself.
That's a personal choice
When
if
you
they
say
do that.
It's black only, and you're claiming it's about a culture, right?
Yeah.
Culture meaning not just yourself. You're talking about others too, correct?
Yeah, but we don't have a cultural definition of what it means to be black. So as I
Okay,
ask
so-
again, how the fuck
so
are people being beholden
culturally,
to anything?
Everything is black except for where you could put your penis. Then we have exceptions there. Okay, got it.
Look, you
That's
see
what
how
I'm
you
saying
feed
about
you
y'all.
see how you feed your own narrative. Like I said,
You are
you keep
contradicting
going back to that.
yourself. I'm sorry.
Ain't nobody contradicting myself. Nah, whatever woman that keeps the peace of my brother is my sister.
Yeah,
That's how it goes.
I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know how hard it is for a brother to get some peace about this
Black,
shit. Fuck
black,
that.
black. Except for when it come to putting their penis somewhere. Then
But all I'm marrying is black women.
Then the United
That's
Nations
that's
after
all
that.
I'm married is black
the
women.
United
So-
Nations after that. But prior to that, black women, you fell for the white woman's, but he want to trip and be in a white woman. So
Oh,
you was
no.
wrong. So you was wrong for following a white woman's ideology that was helpful.
Wait a
to
minute.
you
You
at
see
the
how you
time.
see how you project all of
But
this? Wait a
then-
minute. Who fell in the white woman?
But then, do I
I
have to
get
like
it.
drop you? Because I
I
feel
get
like
it.
I have to keep.
Nah, I'm
raising
finna
my voice to make a point.
I'm finna mash out because you don't want to build. You want to bash. All right, and peace on
No,
that.
I want people to make sense when they
Peace,
talk.
peace, and
Bye.
good luck.
Bye. Just go. So yeah,
Can I ask you a question, Miss Venus?
I just want to
before we
finish
get
my
too
point.
forward?
I just want to finish
Oh,
my
go
point.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is a common thing with these old so-called pro-blackity blacks. A lot of times they pro-black until it's time to police that penis. Then they're pro everything, pro everyone, right? And this is the contradictory bullshit I cannot go for. If it was a problem for black women to link up with white women and follow them in any capacity, then it should be a problem for you to want to seek pleasure or dilute your race using a white woman, right? But it's like rules for thee, not for me kind of thing. What's up, Joshua?
I just wanted to ask him one question. In this interaction, has the white supremacist been, respectful, answered your questions up here on panel?
I think so. What's
Okay.
going on? You
Yeah,
are my
that
favorite
was
white
just-
supremacist, though. Just know that.
Oh, yeah.
Am I
to
your
be
favorite
fair,
black supremacist? Or no? I feel like I might be.
You're my second favorite black supremacist.
Who's your Don't even say it. Don't say it. Don't even say it. Because I don't want to get
You're not
pissed
gonna
off.
like it.
I know.
He is a
Don't
guy.
say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just don't. You betrayed
But it's
me.
only because he
I don't wanna
promotes the
hear about
concept of
them.
violence.
I don't want to hear about them. I thought I was your favorite black supremacist. It's fucked up.
Well, you would be the favorite black female supremacist.
I'll take it. Say woman.
Oh, okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you want to say though?
Nothing. I was just I'm a little upset that the conversation couldn't be had. Right in my mind, they were simply
Gen Xers cannot control themselves. Sorry.
Yeah, somebody guessed my favorite one in chat. I'm disappointed. Maybe it's the case. Maybe this is the wrong venue. Maybe we can't have a conversation. I can't figure out how you and I are on polar opposites of any spectrum we are. We're polar opposite on gender. We're polar opposite on race. We're polar opposite on culture, right? But we have for over a year now had conversations back and forth, no real problems. I don't understand. I just don't understand why the conversation can't take place.
Ego, I think.
Damn.
I just, that's the only thing I could really think of. It might go over better if it was just men having it. I don't know. I just think it might have something to do with like the male ego, and I'm a woman. I don't know. But yeah, that was part of what my issue was today with specifically Gen Xers, because that is how communication with them has gone with me for the past 2 weeks. I don't know if you know who Trey is. I've been going to Trey's show, and you know, he's around 45, I think. So the men who be on the panels are kind of close to his age. And I just noticed these are the hardest people that I've ever tried to communicate with in my whole life. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I think it's a Gen X thing. I could be wrong, but that's my theory. Or it's a male ego and I'm a woman. I don't know, but I'm going to conduct this case study until I figure it out. Okay, Joshua?
I agree. I hate that. I hate that your point was proven.
Look at this fucking coon. Hold on, look at this coon. I bet you wouldn't want to live around a bunch of Venuses and her spawn. The white men actually love me where I live. They actually love me. They talk to me all the time when they walking their dogs and chilling and shit. They actually like me a lot. Number one. Yeah. Number two. What happened, Joshua?
No, I live near Venus. I live not far from Venus. What are we talking about here? I mean, I'm currently in Vietnam, but when I'm stateside, I actually live near Venus. What are we talking about?
Yeah, my only problem with white neighborhoods is like every single one of y'all own a fucking dog, Joshua. I never seen nothing like this. Every white person owns a dog. Everybody. It's annoying. But anyway,
it's stereotypically true. I've got a lot.
Literally everyone. I have not seen a neighbor who didn't have a dog. Like, I've never seen this. But anyway,
it's a good security system. At the end of the day, we know black people don't like dogs. Generally, I guess apparently they bite or something, right? It's a damn good security system.
That shit is over with. You know what's funny about that? Living around y'all for a year, I used to be afraid of dogs. That actually forced me to get over my phobia because I would have to be around them so much. So I kind of got over it. But maybe I was depending on us being afraid of them because I was, but now I'm not. But anyway, I don't know. I'm going to try to approach this conversation again. I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see. I don't see what the chat thinks. I don't know. Because this is
I only pulled up because it started to go left, and I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna let you just get run over like that." Somebody had to come back. Somebody had to come up here. It's depressing that the white man had to come up here, right? See, that's even worse.
No, but
that's the horrible problem.
I appreciate you, but listen, when I'm on my show, don't ever worry about me getting ran over. On other people's channels, I don't have no control, but over here, if somebody going off and I let them, it's because I let them. I didn't really care. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
I know when I don't like it. I don't like it. I either had a conversation, which whether I agree with the conversation or not, I'm okay with that, right? But the whole run over thing, that I can't stand. I can't tolerate it. I don't know. That's just part of me, I guess.
Shout out to the white supremacists for coming to protect me, and tried. Well, hold up.
What? Like I said, and also I want to point out. So I started looking into some real estate statistics. Since we're trying to roll back voting rights, and ultimately they go back down to property ownership. It turns out that among the black community, the majority of land ownership is by women. Looks like y'all keeping y'all voting rights.
Oh, shit. Damn. But you say they wanted to be like married people only at a point? Like that's the end goal?
No, I don't think it's going to end up with just marriage. I think that's kind of assumed.
Yeah.
But like you can't. As best as I can tell, it looks like it's going under land ownership, right? Like what they call stakeholder. And as best as I can see it, it seems like black women. If we're looking at the black community.
Damn.
So y'all got the kids and land. That's messed up.
What'd you say?
It looks like y'all got the kids and the land. That's the messed up part.
What you mean, like the kids and what do you mean?
Well, so the kids is where you get the generation, right? What, like how the kids are going to turn out.
Control the next generation.
Right. Yeah. So you're going to have the influence on the next generation, and you have the resources that would give you, like, that would allow you to maintain your rights.
Oh, so you're saying black women have an advantage?
Yes. That could be what men are upset about.
Well, marry your baby mamas. The fuck? Problem solved. But they don't want to marry their baby mamas, do they?
I think...
Man, hold on. I got to play this real quick.
Good.
But wait, I want to say something before I read these super chats. The way that conversation just went, it is kind of sad because you can't build with people that just will not accept reality, will not acknowledge the truth once their ego and their feelings get involved, and then it just become like emotionally reactive. And this is every time I've tried to talk to one of these Gen X men. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you, Miss Deb, for the $4.99. She says the conversation on Trade Stream be so good, but you can't hear them because they're crashing out with the over talking. It's facts. Thank you, Red Scholar, for the $10. She says much needed discourse. Thank you, Rogue C, with your beautiful self. She said, respectfully, what have they done to earn peace? Oh, you talking about when the black man... She said, what have the black men done to earn peace? This is what she said, respectfully. Does anybody have an answer in the chat for Rogue C's question? She wants to know. Oh, Lord. Let me tell you right now, my patience is very thin for Gen X men who are black right now. So what happened, Wall Street Willie?
No, I totally get it. I'm here to listen. But when the comment was made that the white man had to come up here and protect you, kind of took issue with that. So I just wanted to pop out and hold you down. I know you don't need
come
it.
up here. Yeah, come up here and defend yours. You should.
Defend what?
Defend Venus. She's your woman.
Well, I mean, because she's a black woman, right, and because I know her character, I know she's solid, right? Like, all people in a certain demographic aren't the same, right? I wouldn't compare Venus to a sexy red or some goofy broad, right? I wouldn't compare you to Warren Buffett or a successful white man, right? So these demographics don't totally define who you are, so...
Yeah,
but
she
don't need no defending. No, she good.
No, she need defending.
You see that right there? This is why. Man, let me be quiet.
Oh, you do need defending? If you do, I'm here.
Yes.
If you do,
Yeah.
I'd rather do.
The men are just lost, man. I don't know. Mentally unwell.
Here, Wall Street. I'll explain it. I'll explain it. Regardless of the person regardless of the, it's like opening a door for a woman, right? I don't care. She don't want it. To maintain civility or culture or whatever you want to call it, right? You open a door, whether she appreciate it, whether she curse you out, whether she treat you like shit because you did it, right? Doesn't matter. You do it anyways. It's just that simple.
Listen, man.
That's what you do.
Well, I mean, you could not do it. You could leave her alone, right? And then white boy's going to sweep in, and I'm going to fix her credit score, right? She's going to come over to my side.
That sound good, but I honestly know better than that, right?
Well, Venus is
A lot
a
of times
good-looking
when people
girl.
make
Right?
these
If I
arguments-
don't,
What you know better than? Because let me tell you something. You know what? Never mind. Go ahead. Oh, thank you,
Yeah, I
Josh.
just
Look,
know a lot
another
of
white
times when
man.
people make
Look at
these-
this. Another white
my
man
fault.
in my Cash App. That's not you, Joshua, right, Watson? Thank you, Joshua, the other Joshua in the chat. The white men love me. I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
no, I believe it.
In real
I
life
believe
and
it.
on the internet. Okay.
I believe it. You're a quality chick, so why
I'm
wouldn't you?
following the leader,
I believe
okay? The black, I'm following the pro-black men who like the white women. So the playbook said if you pro-black, you have
Hey,
to
yo,
like
that was
them white.
loud.
So that's where I'm at with it right now. I'm just following, my ancestors, what I've seen.
You're not only solid, you funny too, because I caught that one. Yeah, I don't know. A lot
No,
of these
that's really been like
conversations
all
just-
the time. Every time when we found out about Martin Luther King, was that true? It just seems to be every time the black man cannot stay away from the white or the racially ambiguous or the non-black woman.
Well,
Not all of you,
you know,
but I
that-
do want to kind of say a lot
Right.
of you, too many of you, right?
Yeah.
So
Problematic. Yeah.
I'm saying you guys have not shown any race loyalty, okay? You guys are not.
Well, when you say you,
Yes.
my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
The race loyalty is just not a thing with a lot of you. Yeah. So I just black women gotta stop being foolish and being the only ones doing it. It's dumb at this point. They don't get you nowhere.
I did want to ask you a question, right? But I want to preface it. So, I was raised that way, right? That the best thing I could do to venerate my ancestors who showed hand on and who sacrificed so much for me, the least I could do was create another black family, right? So other women were never an option for me. But I know that doesn't apply to all men, so I get it when you say that. I wanted to ask you though, do you, and this is a genuine question, do you think my mother did me a disservice teaching me that? Should she have taught me, be free, love who you want? Or was her teaching me that, I want a daughter that looks like me, right? If I mix with a white woman, my daughter's not gonna look like me. I'm not mixed, right? Like on a base level, like last parents level, right? We probably go, well, ain't no probably. I got Irish in my family, right? I don't really claim it. But what I'm saying to you is,
Wait,
did my
hold
mother
on.
do me
Somebody-
a disservice?
Hold on. Somebody with a wrench block this Swish F47 person. Thank you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Will.
Did my mother do me a disservice
Of
by
course
telling
not.
me?
Of course not. Your mother did not do you a disservice.
Okay.
What happened now?
Okay. I just want to ask, in the context of the conversation, I hope I
Why
didn't
you
go off
expecting
course.
like I'm gonna actually say something bad about your mother regardless? Like, what is the point?
No, it's not about bad about my mother, but I'm just saying, in the context of the conversation, should we be opening our babies up to dealing with whoever, or should we promote race loyalty? Because some black men definitely
I'm
on
not
race
promoting
loyal
that shit no
time,
more.
right?
I'm not promoting that shit no more. It don't make no sense.
I
I'm
get
not.
it. I get it. Because when you've been through certain things and you were down for the cause, like I get it. I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just too much. These niggas too
But I just want
disrespectful. They are fucking
question.
horrible. The way I have watched them just treat black women and the moms, especially. Like, if you could do that to the mothers, like these niggas is fucking. Listen, hell no. To my people who got
Because I
wrenches, why
mean,
y'all? I'm just looking. That man was saying a lot of shit. Why y'all didn't do nothing? If I gotta snatch some more wrenches.
them up, but that's neither here nor
But
there.
yeah, no, I've seen way
But
too much with these niggas. I can't do it. They don't even nobody. So Wall Street Willie, try to be like objective and listen to this. If you were looking at a group of people who had a
okay.
culture of disrespecting you, right? Disrespecting black women is a norm, right? Calling them bitches, hoes, 304s, like it just rolls off the tongue. It's normal. It's a normal Tuesday afternoon for this group of men to disrespect black women, right? Uh Advocate for them to suffer, right? Because when you do things like we want to demonize stepdads, you're essentially saying leave all of those single women with kids left for dead. That's what you are actually advocating for, right? Which means you really don't even care about what's best for the children either, right? So there's a group of very disrespectful, very selfish, right? Because they don't even care about the kids. They're so focused on punishing these women and their own selfish desires that they're saying fuck the kids, right? So, cause think about it. If it ain't no dad there, then that black man said fuck the kid most of the time. And if you're telling
Mhm.
other men, don't you dare date no stepmother, you're
Not
also saying
most of the time.
fuck the kid. No, I'm saying most of the time if he's not there, because
I
I'm
get
saying
it.
sometimes it's not. I'm saying sometimes it's not his fault that he's not there. That's why I said most of the time. If he's not there, he said fuck the kid. But sometimes it's really not his fault. That's what I'm trying to acknowledge. So, okay, we got
Okay.
people who disrespect the women like nobody's business. And then them same people advocate for women who have children, like the youth, the next generation, which should be the most important thing. Those boys and girls should have a male strong figure in their life, right? I would think,
Mhm.
especially with us understanding what happens from a single parent household as opposed to a two parent household, right? So we could have all that
Right.
understanding. We could understand the disadvantages black boys especially have when they don't have male leadership. We can understand all of that. And we will still advocate for those little boys and their mothers to be left for fucking dead. These are the men I watch do that shit, right? I can't never in my life ever be race loyal. Fuck no. They have been the most detrimental, disrespectful to black mothers that I've ever fucking seen. I will never forget that shit. And I'm not even a mother, but just watching that, it makes me hurt for those women. It really, the way these people have just put this random target on single moms' backs and the way they've been doing these women, hell no. They are not safe. I would never promote being race loyal, ever. No.
I
That shit is a
got
wrap.
you. But here's the thing, right? Now I got you, but here's the thing, right? Like, they're not only disrespecting the women, they're disrespecting me as well, right? Because they'll call me, they call us what? Step dummies, right? To the point you made about the stepfathers that do invest in a child and help build him. Salute to all the stepfathers out there, right? I'm one of them, right? So that disrespect isn't just directed at you. They'll direct that it comes at me as well, right? I'm the step. But I guess I just wish, with the love and respect I have for you, that we kind of be a team first, right? And I don't know, because I'm married, so I don't know shit, but I'm saying, like, I could say a lot of the same things about women, right? You've heard all these goofies say that. And some women act that way. But I know there's you, right? I know there's my wife. There's other women that are solid and not based in disrespect and hurt, right? So I don't judge all women, but those ones that are goofy and disrespectful. I just separate myself from them. And
I
that's
seen
the unfortunate
I
part
just seen
because
too much of it. I ain't gonna lie. You understand? Just seen too much of it.
I
It's
get
one
it.
thing if it's like one or two person doing it. It's like, yo, this shit is a normalized talking point across every social media platform amongst several black male podcasts. It's like y'all really did run a whole propaganda run like Hitler did the Jews, is what I see black men have done to single black moms. I think that shit is demonic. It's horrible. They're horrible people for that shit. They are. I'm sorry. They absolutely are. They don't care about the kids. They don't care about the community. And you're right. And then the other men who do it, they gonna disrespect y'all too. So yeah, I'm not gonna be promoting a bunch of women need to be loyal to people who don't even have compassion for moms who struggling with kids. Think about that. I should promote being loyal to people who don't even have enough compassion to be loyal to their own race, just in terms of like caring, having some empathy. Like, no, hell fucking no. These people have proven themselves to be evil as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just seeing it for what it is. Riaz, thank you for the $2. He says, Venus, I trust the FBA more than my own people. I stand on that. Riaz, you gotta stop saying that. Stop saying that.
You got one more Cash App behind that one.
It's the same one, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for the money, Riaz, but you gotta stop saying that. I know like you from another country and you think black Americans are cool and stuff. So let me tell you something about the culture. Maybe you can adopt it. We don't like race traders, right? That's the point of the FBA and the delineation and all that, right? So in our culture, if you did this, we would not like you. So don't do that to your people, Riaz. Don't get up in front of honestly, what you're doing is the issue that FBA has with other black people. Don't get up in front of a different group of people and then throw your people under the bus. That nobody respects that. Don't do that. What happened, Joshua? Because I'm at the end of the show.
Oh, okay. Because you got one more Cash App, and they're asking for the link. True Protege, I think is the name.
Okay, hold on. Thank you for the $2. Says, can you drop the link? Yeah, I'm trying to go, but I could here.
I don't know who it is. I'm kind of hoping somebody up here will try to redeem. I'm hoping.
Redeem.
I don't want to go. I don't want to end this way. It makes me feel bad.
Don't feel bad. It is what it is, man. I wish Trey would have came back. That's what I wanted. Let me see. While I drop the link for this person, let me see what Trey is.
Oh God, this just turns right into a red pill stuff.
Listen, do not take that energy on because I'm not. I don't care. Said what I said. I proved my point about Gen Xers is what I'm saying. I did. In this fucking conversation.
You 100% proved. Oh, what's up, Protege?
What's up, man?
Hello.
What's up, Venus? How y'all doing?
You doing? Doing well. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed and highly favored. But so I just have a question for Venus and the other guy. You know,
Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua. Yeah. So Venus. So you mainly date white men, right?
No, I don't date white men.
Hold on. Say that one more time. I didn't hear it.
No.
Okay. So what is your like disposition? Like what is the race that you choose? Excuse me. What is the race that you choose to date? Like exclusively.
Well, historically, it's been black men, but I'm saying like I've seen the character of them, and I'm thinking that I need to change my ideas of like this race loyal thing because I've come to understand that black women predominantly are the only ones really like thinking that way. A lot of the times, not every time, but a lot of the times.
Okay. So pretty much you you're thinking about dating outside of your race, pretty much, right?
I don't realistically see that happening because I just can't. But I'm just saying how I know that most black women operate on they only want black men. That's what most black women, we just like that. It's a natural thing. I'm just saying I don't think we should be, is what I'm saying. I don't know. It's not reciprocated.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Like, if you a black woman, you want to date a white dude, Asian dude, whatever, it's all good. I live in a majority white city in the Midwest, so I see a lot of like black men with a lot of white women. You know,
Of
so
course
that's
you
like
do.
the one thing. So I
Of
don't
course you
necessarily.
do. That's the
Yeah,
point.
but it's where I'm at though. Like I live in literally a majority white city. It's like 85% white and like 10% black, and it's 5% of other ethnicities sprinkled about. So that's the data on that. Like that's the statistics on that. Like I'm like real shit.
Where you
So I
from?
don't necessarily have a problem with that. But
Where you from?
no, well I was saying that like the data, you know, or the statistics in the Midwest of where I stay now, it's
Hmm.
like majority like white people. So I
Oh,
would
okay.
expect like black men or even black women to be with white people. So I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I don't think people should exclusively date their race. You know, me personally, I mainly date like black women. You know, but like that's like mainly what I do. But I don't necessarily see a problem with it. But I have a question to ask you. Well,
Yeah.
the question is going to be slightly different because you said you mainly date black men. So uh, like, have you ever like dated a white guy at all?
I've been on a date with a white man, but nothing happened past that.
Well, I just, even though there's a limited experience, I ask you anyway. So how did people like look at you in that situation? Like how did the black people, the white people, like how did they like react to that? Was it a positive reaction, a negative reaction? Because I want to give my like experience on that. But yeah, go ahead.
Uh, a couple people was looking at us, but nothing crazy because this is New York. It's not an uncommon thing to see.
Oh, okay, yeah. You in New York, so I'm in them. See, I used to like date white women. I've never like been in a long term relationship. Well, I've been in like one long, not even really a long term relationship, but I've dated like a couple of white chicks, and I've gotten a lot of like negative feedback doing it. So I think it's the white men that really hate seeing like white women with black dudes. It's they I and I know the guy. This
And I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, like I remember I got into a fight with this one dude because man, you guys could tell me if I was in the right or if I was in the wrong, but it was like his ex, but they had been like separated for years. But he was mad that I was with her while we was in the bar, and we ended up fighting because he got. I don't necessarily want to say sloppy drunk, but he was definitely under the influence because it was easily like noticeable. So as a result, we had got into it because he started acting weird, and I wasn't playing. I wasn't putting up with it. So and that's just the one situation.
Wait,
But
so do you think it was because you were black or because he just still wanted his ex?
I think it was because I was black. I'm being real because it wasn't really just him. It was like other guys looking at me weird too. It's like literally every time I go out, like imagine this, right? Venus, imagine this. Imagine if you go inside of a bar and it's like 100 and it's like I ain't gonna be that I'm not gonna be that extreme, but let's just say it's like 30, 35 white women there. Nothing but it's like 30, I say 40 white people, and you are literally the only black person in there with a white
And
dude.
that's why you look crazy. I was just about to tell you, when I was living in North Carolina, I never forget this. My friend had a pool party. So we go to the pool party and it's some other people at the pool. They're all white, right? And it's
Mhm.
one black guy with a white girl, her white parents, her white. I'm just being honest with you. Visually, I was looking at him sideways. Like, what are you doing over there? I can't help it. It just looked crazy. Like you, all the black people over here having fun, turning up. We got music, we doing everything. and you are over there looking like you're desperately trying to fit somewhere you don't belong. I'm just being honest. The visual, that's what it looked like to me. I'm gonna be honest. This shit do look crazy. I understand why they stare at y'all. It is, and I understand why the white men don't like it. I understand why black people don't like it, because certain things people are never gonna get away from. Most people believe in marrying and procreating with their own. That's across all races.
What
So
up?
I'm not like, yeah, people are gonna look crazy for maybe not everybody, but yeah, you're gonna always get weird ass stares because you look crazy. I'm sorry, I feel like you look crazy.
Yeah, I get that.
I
We
think it's
can.
location, like you said, but I think somebody else speaking. My fault.
Okay.
Now you can you had something else before you want to say something else before I go? Because I'm gonna get to Riaz, then I gotta go.
Yeah, I like I said, I think it's more so location and where you're at. The reason why it's crazy for me because, like I said, it's majority white people where I stay. But I guess in New York, it's more so a melting pot, so it's not going to be that crazy because it's everything mixed in, But I want to
But don't get it
ask you
twisted. It's
one
not.
more
It's not.
question
It's not a
before I get.
majority here at all. To be clear, it's not. It's not like a you see it every day all the time. But I'm saying occasionally you will. But no, still most people when you see them, they black. They were black people most of the time. They white. They were white people. It's still like that most of the time.
Yeah,
But when I was in North Carolina, I never seen so much interracial shit in my life. Oh my God. Everywhere I went, a black man was with anything but a black woman. Everywhere. I was like, what is this? I'm from New York and I never seen no shit like this.
Yeah, it be like that, But it's one more question I want to ask you, and then I'll bid you guys to do. I know you're trying to head out, right? So, like, I think you already gave the answer, but I don't know if I heard every like word of it. But like, why did you like change your like disposition on like race loyalty? Like what
Because I
happened?
figured out that black men were not race loyal. A lot of them. That's why.
Okay, so you like pretty much if you're not loyal, then why should we be loyal? Pretty
Yeah,
much,
we're
right?
the idiots. And I'm not just talking about dating. I'm talking about in terms of politics, right? In terms of being how do I say it? In terms of helping spread harmful rhetoric against black women that has real life safety issues for us, right? Like, it's not a talk, like it's actually really helping women in danger. That's
Your
the
voice
real
kind of like
problem,
going
right?
like you sort of sound like a robot, like a little bit when you talk. Like your something
Is
might
it
be wrong with your mic. I don't know. Or it might be my internet. I don't know.
it's me? Is it better now or no?
No.
Okay,
You
you're
good now.
good
You
now.
good now.
All right, Venus, you're good now, actually.
Okay, so to make it quick, it wasn't just about dating, it was that too. It's the using weaponizing white women or racially ambiguous women against black women. Somebody has to mute. It's the propaganda war that actually puts black women in harm and danger for real. It's the advocacy for leaving the mothers for dead. It's just I've just seen so much. I can't no. Yeah, they're not loyal. No.
I got you. So I feel like if I say what I'm finna say now, it could spark a debate, and I don't necessarily want to like go into a debate because I know you're trying to dip out. But do you believe that? And I low key don't want to say this, but do you think that black women are the reason why some black men choose not to be like race loyal? And let me, you know, give an explanation of what I'm saying right now. Like some black women like disrespect and just don't really respect black men. I'm not saying any black women in your chat. I'm not saying
You don't gotta
like the
make a
vast
disclaimer.
majority of
Say
black
what you gotta
men, but
say.
some
Just
black
say
men
it.
choose to like divest because of how black women treat them. I'm not necessarily black women treat me like a king. I've never had like a black women like disrespect me or anything like that. But I do know that's the case for some black men. But yeah.
Damn, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
I
you.
heard you.
Sorry, I
And this
hear
is
you.
a black man. HD Baldwin says, "I know that my black ass won't ever be marching again when another cop steps on their black ass." Damn, that's messed up. Shit, I know it said all that, but yeah, like people, they've been exposing like their true character, and people are like, "Oh, checked out. Like they're worse than we thought. They really are." Um, but your question was, do I think it's because of some women? Sure, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like I think it's a few reasons why, but I think the main two is because of how I'm treated. It's like the passport bros, right? And I don't necessarily bring them up, but they go overseas because of because of how women treat them in America. So they go to where they get better treatment, And I also think it's more, and I also think because this is what I want to do because my own race of women is too much. I can't say this word. It's too much familiarity, right? So I want to date something exotic. I want to date something new. I want to date a different culture, right? So there is like a myriad of factors of why it is, but I don't necessarily think it's really a bad thing for women or even men to date outside of the race. Maybe I might be acclimated, because of where I stay now is like a majority white people. But that's really just my disposition on it. I don't necessarily think it's bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
it depends on the goal. If your goal is to preserve your culture, however you define it, right? Then you got to do something about it. But you can't speak in one breath, say, I want to preserve my culture. I'm all about my culture, and then go outside. That's the issue here. And nobody can seem to reconcile this because we talk out both sides of our faces, basically. And to your point, I'm a passport bro. Like my wife is Vietnamese.
Okay.
And a white supremacist on the panel. Go figure that one.
Wait, I want to say hi to.
Okay, so you white supremacists. Okay,
Wait,
so
y'all. I want to say hi to K Clarity. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. And I wanted to respond to him real quick because when you bring up passport bros and everything, right? You know what I could say when you said they go somewhere different, they want to be. I'll give you my perspective. It looks like predatory behavior. It looks like traveling to lands where women are destitute and living in extreme poverty so that you can exploit them. That's what that looks like. But, go off.
I got you. So, guy, you say you was white supremacist. Are you more so a Chud the Builder or a Nick Fuentes?
A system. So I guess technically,
No. I'm saying like the type of white supremacist you are. Are you more so like a outright racist dude like Chud, or are you more like conservative, more formal, more politically correct, like Nick Fuentes? More like a nationalist, almost like race pride type of thing.
Yeah. The nationalist kind. So I guess technically like a Fuentes.
Yeah.
If he could actually fucking do something, right?
I got you, man. I think every
He's like
race
me.
is
I'm a
like
black nationalist. Well, I guess I was now. The black men, I don't know no more. I gotta reevaluate my life. But look, y'all are pissing everybody. You guys' behavior has been so deplorable. Look at HD Baldwin. He said, the shit I have heard black men say about gay men, why would I ever march again when it's black women and gay men out there protesting, marching, etc. It's funny, like we are like the sacrificial lamb of the community. Like when we're useful for a cause that benefits them, fine. But when we have a cause that benefits us, like a feminism or any gay anything, it's fuck us. But even that about you guys' character, right? Very selfish, very self-serving. You'll use other groups of people that you don't respect, you don't like, when it's convenient for your causes, right? But you won't get behind any of ours. You're anti-feminist, you're anti-everything, but pro-self. Just a selfish group of people. That's how I see most of y'all.
You see, that's how you mostly see black men, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's tragic. It is still some. I look. I understand I understand where you coming from, right? Because I do see a lot of black men dating white chicks. I do see that, and mainly it's because of where I live now, But it's just the reality, and you know, it's,
We
you
could
know,
take it off
and I,
dating. Can you explain to me why they don't support feminism? Because feminism is just about women having equal rights.
I think I think I
Why
think
they're so
it's the
disrespectful?
extremism.
Why they
I
so
think it's the
disrespectful
extremism.
to gay men? Why they so disrespectful? Why they so disrespectful to everybody that they don't? Why they denigrate black women's accomplishments, try to tear them down for having education, try to diminish their why? Like I have so many whys on the shit that the black straight male runs around doing to people. Just why? Why?
Well, I'll say this, right? I'm not gonna speak about the LGBT or whatever. I'm not gonna speak about that, but I'll say I can't. I have a slight stutter. Please, I apologize in advance for that. But for the feminism
That's okay.
part of what you said, I think it's the extremism because feminism, it like at least like the third wave, I believe it takes power. Or it takes too much power away from the man, right? Like it should be more balanced. It should be equal, like you said. But I think the third wave, it just takes power from the man and it gives it to the woman to where it's like we have no type of leverage, you know, like we have no foot to stand on. And I think that not even really just black men, but I think that is what a lot of men in general is against, like when it comes to feminism, right? I'm all for like equal rights or whatever. You know, I'm not totally against feminism, but it is certain aspects of feminism that all men are not like with. You know, that's why the passport bros exist. They feel like they have no leverage. You know, that's why they move into other countries, you know, so they can get some type of leverage or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, it's also about the way they look at and view black women. And what we've come to also find out is why I'm not about race loyalty no more is that most black men, damn, I don't know if the word most I should say right now, but this is what I've seen black men do. Don't really value black women, don't respect black women. And an easy way to know this is they're harsher and more disrespectful toward black women, and then they're coddle and they're pleasant and they make all the excuses for black men, right? It's like almost this thing where they want to see black women punished. That's why it's like fuck her and them kids. Don't help her with them kids. Oh well, she should have figured it out. Oh well, fuck her, right? No
Wow.
compassion for any situation they're in, ever. Anything that we seem halfway happy about, whether it's being celebrated for being enrolled in school, whether it's for entrepreneurship, you're gonna see a black man before you see any other race shitting all over it every time, right? Like that, yeah, nah, they're just not a great. The character is fucking like the culture just of the character of these men, how they view black women and how they treat black women, right? Even a lot of them too have kids with black women. Then when you finally settle down, get successful, your wife is white, right? It's a lot of like ways that the men have shown how they don't value, don't appreciate, don't really respect black women, but they'll use them. They'll use them as a stepping stone, right? Then they'll get rich and successful, and then they'll marry something that don't look nothing like that. So they'll use them. That's what we ever see. Use them.
Oh, wait.
People want to go to other countries because there's not a lot of effort required, right? So I don't feel like black women, the women of my race, are worth the effort. So I don't want to put none forth. And then when black women finally get some standards, we're going to spend 24 hours a day trying to humble them so that they don't have standards, because we look at them as people who don't deserve to have standards. That's what 95% of these male dominated conversations are about. Humbling women all day, every day. And what would be the reason for that? Because you want easier access.
Right.
That's really what it is. You want easier access, so you want her to bring some of those barriers down. Because you have a fucked up view of black women. You don't value her. You think that means she shouldn't value herself. So you spend all day trying to get them to not value themselves. And unfortunately, I've been seeing the shit actually working. These men have successfully brainwashed black women to the point of no return, because now I'm seeing black women sounding just like them. Black women are telling other black women, of course you got cheated on. What did you expect? I'm seeing black women be just as fucking horrible. Or because of what? Following a black man who's anti-black woman?
I don't
I kind of
know
want
if you guys are. Well, I think somebody else was trying to speak. My fault.
to.
Sorry.
I kind of want to speak on the whole concept of the comparison, right? The comparison of like, say, let's hypothetically say black women and Asian women, right? Since I married an Asian woman, right? I guess the mentality would be like American women, whites got to be included because we have Karens. Like they're mouthy, they have attitudes and shit like that, right? And then we look at face value of Asian women, right? And they're real passive. And it's kind of true, at least at face value at first. Once you get married, right, and my lady included, as soon as you get married, right, dragon lady come out the damn corner. If you think I don't get some crazy off the wall attitude because I forgot to take the garbage out, right, it just comes at a different time period, right? There is no going to the other side of the world and escaping, you know, the attitude or the mentality of a woman. They're pretty much the same in that aspect regardless. So I don't even think we're really clear as to articulating what we're getting away from.
Oh, you're white, so you believe them when they say that. Oh, let me educate you. Joshua, when people want to do a thing, they're gonna come up with any and every reason.
I'm gonna make my exit right
Why?
quick. Venus, I appreciate you for having me up. You know, I didn't really expect you to drop the link, but I appreciate the fact that you did, like 100%. The next time you join, hopefully we can finish this. But yeah, God bless. I'm out.
Thank you for coming.
Okay. Oh, sorry, my bad though. I was just waiting.
Go ahead. Oh, let me just say this. Yeah, the point was, I ain't gonna lie, Joshua. I'm so mentally checked out. I didn't see these people lie so much about this desperation for proximity to whiteness. I understand it. I really do, and they do too. But it's something that they don't want to admit out loud. So they're gonna tell you everything. Oh, it's the attitude. Oh, they fat. Oh, it's this. But then you'll see them with a fat white woman with an attitude, right? So we know it's not that. We know it's about proximity to whiteness more than it's about anything else. So you're dealing with a group of men who don't like their own blackness. Why the fuck am I liking it? That's the thing. Like, no, I'm not with the race loyal shit no more. What happened, Riaz?
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say though, for me, I don't mind the person's race as long as they're a good person. I go with faith first though, because I value my faith though. So I want my faith to go, and I don't mind the person's race. But if I don't look, my preference, I told everybody my preference, I want to marry black though, but I'm not opposed to if I got married to my own, right? The person has to be born and raised in the UK. It's not, there's nothing wrong with a born Pakistani, right? It's just that, you know, there's a cultural different understanding or anything. There's nothing wrong with that person. I just feel it'd be better, in my opinion, I just stick with the ones from the same lineage as me. I've got nothing wrong with my own people. Look, I love them, but at the same time, I keep strong boundaries. The reason I stay where I stay, though, and I get it, you know, the way you know, I did take into consideration what you're trying to tell me, though. You have a point. I'm not going to take that. I might have to actually contemplate on that, though, actually, when I get off, though, you know. You're not wrong about that, you know. You know. But there's a reason though why, you know, there's a part of me that feels like that.
So Riaz, where you from?
I'm from the UK. I'm born and raised in the UK, but my mom is Pakistani. So I'm Pakistani heritage, but I'm a British-born citizen.
Right. So when you say you mess with foundational Black Americans more than your own people, that is a crazy thing to say because you're not a foundational Black American.
I'm not, and I know that.
Know do you know any? Like you?
Yeah, I do. I have. Yeah. Yeah, I've been. I have.
I'm just telling you, like, I know you admire our culture, but I'm telling you, in our culture, we would shun you for the same exact thing you just did to your people. So probably shouldn't do that to your people.
Wait, can I also explain the reason why I feel like this partly as well, though, so you can actually, you know, I understand where you're coming from, the way you see that. I'm not going to deny that, okay? I'll admit that you are correct. However, right, the reason I feel like this is I keep the boundary strong is some born Pakistanis view me as a Western sellout because they think I sold out because I'm not born on their land. But what is there for me to sell out to, you know? They think I abandoned their culture, their value, but I actually hold their culture. I feel common empathy for them, whatever they go through type thing. But I'm trying to actually establish, so look, this is my own identity, right? Because, you know, my harsh reality is both sides will never truly accept me. The Brits I can expect that because that's just how it is, right? But my own people telling me I'm not them, that actually cuts deeper. So not that I have a problem with them, no. It's just there's a reason I have to keep a boundary against them because they'll use that family thing against me, you know? Because they look like me, they share everything.
And I understand why you feel like that. I'm just saying, you know, all right, I'll give you my opinion on it. I understand though. But I do have to
Yeah, but I
run. Any
respect
final words?
your opinion too. So I respect your opinion, your perspective, and you know when you told me that, I'm taking that into consideration. You have a point, you know. I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah. Because you could feel how you feel, but I don't know if it's a good idea to be like, I mess with Americans more than my Pakistani lineage. Like, that's crazy. No.
Oh, so if I say that, do you think I'm proving their point?
And you're not even American. That's what make it worse. Like, you're not American either. So there's no reason for you to be, like, siding with Americans over your own lineage. Wow. Like, just, we're not even against them. But I'm just saying, like, you put us in a conversation against each other, and then you put yourself on the opposite side of your own people. That's crazy.
Yeah, I get you on that, but they kind of also do that to me, you know? They think they want to separate themselves from me, you know? Like, look, they won't claim me. The only time they'll ever need me is when they need me, finance-wise, status-wise, whatever, right? They'll just claim me. When I'm doing something, they'll claim that. When it's every other day, they're just like, nah, you know? So they'll just see me as something different. However, you have a point and everything else. I agree with that. But yeah, I get you on the aspects too, the way you explained it.
But yeah, nothing to beat yourself up about. But yeah, just think about it a little bit. And thank you for the super chats, Riaz. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. You know, you're doing your thing though, so you know, gotta give the support. My way of supporting is mostly, you know, coming into your stream. Sometimes I might share your aloe and stuff like that. My way of supporting. But today I just decided to donate.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Joshua,
Yeah.
you have anything you want to say?
Well, I don't know. Shout out to the white man again, being the best behaved on here on the panel. What the hell? No, everything about this was disappointing. I'm honestly disappointed about this conversation. What do you? I wanted you to be wrong, Venus. Because I wanted you to be wrong. I wanted there to be at least be like one or two guys to go against what your claim was, right? It hurts. There should have been at least one or two come up here and at least had the conversation, right? But couldn't have had
that. Maybe Trey could have done it, but Trey got busy, so we'll try to catch him another time. So we don't know. But the plan was for me to talk to Trey. That's why he was here when I first started the show. But my computer never did that before. Just no one could hear me. So I didn't even get to do the show at all because I just had to end up being on my phone. So I still appreciate this conversation, but that was the original plan. So we don't know. Right. Trey might have been able to do it, maybe. But yeah, no. The Gen Xers are crazy.
I'm going to hold out hope. You're right, Venus. I'm going to hold out for hope that Trey's going to come back, like maybe on the next stream, right? Like I'm going to at least hold out for hope. See, I walked away from this conversation with at least that. Thank you.
But to be fair, there's only 3 of them, so there's a lot of Gen Xers around. We didn't have a boy here.
I know.
But I'm saying, based off my little tiny experiences with them, it went like today. They get like that, like argumentative. They're gonna keep on rambling, over talking. You can't control themselves, won't stop. That's the default setting for those Gen X niggas. I don't know what it is.
Okay, unhinged. Sorry, I'll say my final thoughts before I hop down though, you know, because I'm sure you got to do your thing though, so I probably just got to say my final words, because I can talk, when it comes to talking, I can keep going, but however, you got things to do, so I'm going to do this. My final thoughts is this is a good stream though, to everyone, this is a good stream, enjoyed the conversation things though, and good conversations, everything. And pretty much though, Tevin, please even like, comment, share, connect to the host, also connect to me if possible on my thing though, but then also they'll connect to everybody else who's the creator too though in the chat and on the panel too. Support them and do the things though. And also though, shout out to the girl them, shout out to the girl them, shout out to the man them, and I'm out. Peace.
Okay, shout out to the gal them. What happened, Joshua? What's your were you done?
Yeah, I'm holding out for Trey to come back and let's do the round 2 of this.
Gen Xers are.
I can't.
Why? You're a Gen X too, right? Is that why you're so like pressed about it? You are.
No, I was. I think. Well, no. Gen X is from. I think the cutoff is at 1980, right? I was born in '84. I'm a little bit more personal about it. Yeah, but my father is from 1926, right? So I kind of feel like I'm in the Gen X category because I was raised by their parents, basically, right? I was a oopsie baby. And I kind of feel like there's got to be some kind of representation for us, and I just don't see it. And I don't like it. See, now I'm in my fifis about this, right? I don't want you to be right. I just can't. I got nothing here to disprove it.
I'm always right, Joshua.
And now I gotta hold out for Trey to come back and hope to God that it goes well, right?
We're gonna catch Trey later on. He's gonna be live at some point, and you could, tell him that he let his generation down. When y'all catch him in the chat, tell Trey, he let his generation down. He let Nas down. He let everybody down. But it'll be okay.
You think he's gonna listen to white supremacists? Hey, look, man, you ain't representing us right. I don't think it means the same coming from me.
No, Trey is cool. He don't be caring about. I want what y'all.
Yeah.
You let the generation down. I'm just making observations. I'm just here to inform the people because. Once we know there's a problem, then we could do something about said problem. I don't think the men think that the way they communicate is problematic. Somebody got to point it out. It's problematic.
I agree. Well, I agree. It's definitely problematic, right? Yeah, communication's it's a problem.
Damn,
anyway, that was my final thought. I ain't holding you here.
Okay, I appreciate you coming. All right, everybody. I'm going to catch y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.